Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. Just thought I'd go live, a little hangout, see if anyone's about. She's died down a little in the UK sector, if you may. Just it's got to that time where most of them are off to bed. So thought I'd see if any of the North Americans are about. I'm about. I've only had, I think, 3 beers, so just getting warmed up. Hopefully, everyone's having a good weekend. I haven't sent the link out to anyone, but yeah, we'll get there eventually. Just on a VB at the moment in my spaceship glass, I like to call it. So yeah, it's been a pretty quiet weekend. Nothing major going on. Done a few chores, hung out with the dogs, got a caught up on sleep. Bit of cooking. Cooked up some really good stir fry last night, really spicy. Paid for it this morning. Then yeah, I've got a couple of craft beers after a few VBs I'll do. Some that I won't review. So this one here is by Holgate. They're a brewery. It's in a small town, sort of north west of Melbourne, called Woodend. And they're it's a brew pub it's in an old hotel on the corner of the main highway. Yeah, they're really good. They're sort of underrated in my opinion. They do really good lagers. But yeah, this one's called XP Haze. It is what is the percentage on it? It does not want to tell me. All it says is, oh yeah, okay, 5.5%. So it's sort of, I'd say it's like an XPA, extra pale ale, hazy. Pretty cool can artwork on it. You've got this shifty character, and you come over and you've got a sort of like an X Files team there. So yeah, I'll get into that, and then I've got this one, which it's my only can, but I've got more coming. So I thought I'll drink one, but I'm not going to talk about it because I want to review it. So I'm just going to drink this one, sort of obviously two really good breweries teamed up. So Mountain Culture out of the Blue Mountains in Australia and Daya out of, I think it's Cheltenham in England. Not sure. Someone correct me if they know. But yeah, this beer I dare say is going to be an absolute banger. But I'm going to drink this one and just enjoy it, not review it or anything. But then I've got a few more coming next week, so I'll do a review. I think it's all New Zealand hops. I love that can artwork. So sick. Apparently, the dude from Daya went and hung out with the Mountain Culture team and had an absolute ball. So I'll be back at work tomorrow, unfortunately. We got a bit of a broken week this week, plenty going on. Some training, some seminars, man. Uh, I just want to stay home. So I might put the link in the one of the USB hangouts just to see if any of those people are about. Coolio. Yeah, I was just hanging on Simo Sups's panel. Yeah, he normally goes live Friday or Saturday night. So yeah, he's went live Saturday night this weekend. And yeah, it was Craig's birthday, so we were sort of hanging up there with him. Craig was a bit fucked. I think he'd had a few too many out and he was pretty quiet. Pretty like once he had his feed, he was out. He fell asleep off there, so so yeah, it's just about to hit 2 p.m. So it's still pretty early here. That's why I was like, stuff it, I'll go live. I had some toasted ham, cheese, and tomato sangers for brekkie, and then I had some Twiggy sticks, which is like like meat, like sort of like a smaller version of cabana. They called they're different in every country, so I never know what to sort of call them. Yeah, for lunch I'll probably have leftover of the stir fry that I cooked last night. I've got some fish there as well. Plenty of options, plenty of beers. I sort of want to pace myself a bit today, not get wrecked too quickly. It'd be awesome if I could play music and not get in trouble. So yeah, whoever's out there, cheers. I haven't done a hangout for a while. I mean, obviously I go live all the time with my reviews, but just the old hangout when you're just chilling and just let it flow and see who appears. Yeah. One thing I've got sitting around everywhere is these bloody stubby holders. Stubby holders are cool and I have a lot of them, but I don't use them. It's just something whenever I pour a beer, it always goes into a glass. You'll very rarely see me drinking straight out of the can and holding one of these, unless I'm at like a barbecue or something. I've just got so many of them sitting around. See, this one is pretty sick, the Canvant one. I've still got to do the glassware video I was going to do. There's two videos I've been meaning to do for about 6 months. One of them was to show us your glassware, and then the other one was the like hyping up some other beer tubers out there that haven't got 1,000 likes, 1,000 subscribers yet. So yeah, I need to get around to those two videos. My football team plays today as well, so that'll be good. Of course, when I just start the stream, I need to go to the loo. It's weird drinking BB out of a glass like this. Normally, you'd expect like some big like double IPA or something. Cheers, Gear Changer. Good to see you, brother. Just a random live hangout. Seeing if anyone else is about, just talking shit, drinking beers. Hope you're well, dude. You said you were at Queensland, yeah? Gold Coast? In the footy, I'm Melbourne. Well, I'm Melbourne in both, like AFL and NRL. But NRL, I was always Cronulla Sharks as a kid, and then obviously Storm come into it as I sort of started to grow up a bit. So I had to be patriotic and stick with my home state. But yeah, I still have a soft spot for Cronulla. But yeah, in the footy, I've always been Melbourne Demons. So yeah, we play North Melbourne. Surfers Paradise, yeah. Yeah, I remember you saying you were up there like on a holiday or something. Should be nice up there. You on the Bears? Born bred Bulldogs. Bulldogs in the AFL or the NRL? From what I remember, I think you said you originally Victoria and then you're up in Queensland at the moment. I don't know if you said you lived in Queensland or you're up on holiday. I do remember the conversation. NRL, yeah. Canterbury. Yeah, I'm most of my family, like dad's side, are Queenslanders. And because we were in Victoria, we decided to go for New South Wales. So yeah, I've always been a Blues fan in the Origin, and it's been hard because all my favourite Storm players were like Queenslanders, so it made it really hard barracking against those guys. Um, yeah, Queensland's definitely had the edge over them the last couple of decades. Yeah. Whereabouts in Sydney did you grow up? It's pretty cool, Sydney. I went and done like the beer scene there about a year ago. Really enjoyed it. Like in that Marrickville, Newtown, um, yeah, that sort of area there is really good. You can pretty much just walk around and you got so much on offer. Yeah, so you move to the Gold Coast. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I've always been in Southwest Victoria, never changed. I do want to live closer to the city or I want to move like somewhere else. I feel like I'd really enjoy Queensland. Bankstown. Yep. Yeah, well, that's heart and soul of Bulldogs right there. Canterbury Bulldogs. I mean, is that what they're known as now, or are they known as like I don't know? They change names so often, but the Bulldogs are a combination of two teams, aren't they? Like that merged. I know a lot of teams merged in the NRL. I'm sure West Tigers is like Tigers and Magpies or something like that. Balmain. Original. Yep. Okay. Yeah, there's a few teams in the NRL that are sort of a combination of like a merger in New South Wales, anyway. Hopefully there's not too much damage up there with that fucking cyclone. Looks like some of the beaches copped it and then like some surrounding homes and stuff, but yeah, it looks like it wasn't as bad as they expected. It's always a worry up that way with the flooding. So you got fucking so many canals and rivers and the ocean and stuff, and then hard grounds because it's been so hot. And all of a sudden, the water's got nowhere to go. So, who else is out there watching? What's your name? Where you from? And what are you drinking? As the infamous Real Ale Craft Beer asks. My name's Sam. I'm drinking VB and I'm from Southwest Victoria. On the stream I was on before, I was just explaining how my hat, it's I can't remember what you call it, transparent, translucent, something like that. When you go out in the sun, it changes color, like the old Matchbox cars that used to do it. So yeah, you go out in the sun and it gets like the UV on it, and like the peak sort of goes half blue or purple, half white. Then you get like pink, purple, yeah, it gets all these different colors. And I was trying to show him, but it's a bit overcast today, so it still changed color, but not as like intense as what it normally does. It's a pretty sick hat how it does that. Yeah, on a real sunny day, as soon as you go outside, it'll just change like rapidly. I do have the photo actually of it just in its basic. Yeah, so that's it there. So yeah, it's sort of the peak's half pink, the front part's blue, and then you got purple and blue in the back. Pretty cool. I took some pretty rad photos of the dogs the other night. This one is sick. Look at him. Yeah, that's a good one. It's a great backyard when it's nice, like cut short and fresh. She's very quiet out there. Do 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 do. Oh, I so want to play music, but every time I do it, it just starts to play up the channel. Not good for the old algorithm. It's like this guy's been naughty. We're gonna put him in the corner. I'm gonna crack another one, shall I? The mighty Victoria Bitter. So has anyone got any maybe trips coming up? Got any concerts they're going to, or sporting games, or even just holidays? I'd love to go to Vietnam. I want to go there. I just want to hire a motorbike and just go anywhere as I please. Eat and drink cheap. Yeah, pack light. Good thing about those countries, you can always get cheap pairs of shorts and t-shirts and that are dirt cheap. As long as you got a few good pairs of underwear, some decent shoes. Yeah, it's always good when you're traveling just to obviously you want your bank card with you and all your personal info. License, passport, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, definitely carry cash of that nation that you're in as well. Some countries, it's like you can't do anything unless you've got their own local currency. I've been watching heaps of stuff on YouTube lately, like travel in China and areas that are controlled by China. It's almost like if you don't have the apps that they use, like Alipay and that, or their local currency, you can't even use banks to convert it or anything. You're pretty much stuffed. Definitely pays to do research whenever you travel. It's been pretty easy for me. I've only done sort of Fiji and Southeast Asia, like starting in Thailand. So you can normally just go to an ATM and yeah, withdraw cash in the local currency, and it's pretty easy. You don't get fucked over too much. Yeah, I was going to put my party hat on and my shades. Let's get loose. Spaceship. It's like a very big, like cumbersome, sort of comes out heaps from the stem. Definitely a different style glass. When it's like full, it's pretty heavy. This time last night, I sat out in the sun for a while. It was nice. But tonight, it's a little bit overcast. It's not sort of the same weather. It's always cool just chilling out in the backyard with the dogs. They love it. If I'm chilling out in the backyard with them, they know that I'm not about to leave to go to work or anything, so they love it. They hate when they hear the shower running because they know that I'm about to head off somewhere and they're going to be left alone. Yeah, or they hear the keys, or like I'm, yeah, like packing a bag. They just know what's going on. Those of you that are still chimed in, I'm just going to quickly go to the dunny. I'll be back shortly. Sorry, guys. You got to go. You got to go. Cheers, Keith. Good to see you again, brother. Just doing a hangout now, dude. Not sure what you're doing, but if you're having a beer and you want to chat, come up, dude. I can send you the link if you want. She's pretty average outside today. It was good yesterday. This beer is going down a little rusty, but the next one should go down a lot better. It's a lot easier to drink. But yeah, that red IPA I had before was pretty nice. That this one here is going to be banging. One of Australia's best with one of England's best. It's not me, it's you. Such a cool name and cool can artwork. I love it. Yeah, as I said, I was hanging out on Simo's panel with mostly UK folk, and yeah, they wrapped it up. So I'm like, I might just go live myself. Fuck it. Even though it's sort of a shit time, there might be some people around. Still relatively early in North America. Oh, it's not early, but yeah, Saturday night. Pardon me. Cheers, Justin. Good to see you, brother. Just been hanging out with some English folk on one of the streams, and I did a beer review earlier, and then I'm like, fuck it, I'll just go live and see if anyone's about. She's pretty quiet out there though, dude. So yeah, I'm just chilling, having a couple of Sunday Arvo froths, just seeing if anyone's about. And if anyone wanted to join, they can. What are you doing, dude? It'll get to that point that it'll be like really quiet, and then all of a sudden you'll get like about 10 people just come out of nowhere. It's pretty funny how it works. I want to play music like real bad, but every time I do it, it's like you have to delete the stream. Yeah. Good boy. Do you normally work weekends? I just can't do it these days. It's like I work during the week, and I'm like, I just need those 2 days of like R&R. When I was younger, I did it, but yeah, these days I just can't. It's like I need that free time, me time. Hope you're well anyway, bro. Loved your vid with TJ. It was fucking sick. We definitely need to do like a hangout, like the community. I feel like we'd all get on really well. It's like people from all different walks of life, and yeah, it'd be a good time. Yeah, at least it means that you're busy. So that's one regret I have in life is when I was younger, like I'd be at school, I'd study, whatever, like I would work weeknights, but I'd also work weekends. And I'd stop playing footy and like I'd give up like passions of mine to just to work. And it's like I wish I could go back and have not done that. Like I wish I like yeah, like martial arts was another thing. I'd always end up doing overtime and miss my martial arts classes, and I wish I would have just went, nah, fuck you to work and just left when I should have gone to class. Yeah, like footy, definitely huge regret not continuing with footy, going to work instead. Even like, yeah, Another regret is I didn't keep playing guitar more when I was younger. I mean, we all have regrets. Anyone that says they don't have regrets, I don't believe it. It's a load of shit. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, fucking oath. And if you're a bloody drinker or a smoker, like you're already getting taxed through the arsehole, but then if you're a drinker or a smoker, you get fucked over even more. Yeah, it was a good insight in that Preston video. It was cool. Really enjoyed it. See, I've spent a fair bit of time in like Coburg, Thornbury, sort of episodes, surrounding suburbs. But I've spent a little bit of time in Preston, and yeah, it's like I've always just found it like pretty chilled and like plenty going on there. Like I just feel like that would be the sort of area in Melbourne I'd think would be pretty cool to live because you're a fair way out of the city, but you're still fairly close. And it's got its own like cool community and heaps of shit out there. So it's like to live there is like not as expensive as other places. It's still expensive, but mm, it's got a very like European I feel like it's mostly there's a lot of sort of Italian. Um, I don't know what else is there. Like when you looked at the shops, it was a good mix, but from what I remember with Preston, it seems like it's more sort of a lot of Italian and Greek. Yeah. Yeah, see, Northcote's one of those ones that's like I like some of the stuff there, and it's awesome for like food and beverage and like gigs and that sort of stuff. But some of the people that live there are just too fucking political, and they're those types that march the streets and don't work and up in your face. Like, yeah, some of those people, it's like, cheers, twisted. Yeah, exactly. It's like too far left. It's the sort of people like I feel like it's just a middle-aged white male walking through certain parts of Northcote. It's like some of the women there would just look at me and go, "What a cunt," and like I've done nothing wrong. I just feel like you've got those particular like really domineering like feminist types that just like hate men with passion. But yeah, I love Thornbury. Thornbury's cool. Thornbury seems more relaxed and yeah, really good for like I don't know. My favourite bar's in Thornbury, so I'm always going to have a liking to it. But it's very I don't know what I've experienced in Thornbury. It's like quite community focused and good food, good beer. Yeah, it's sort of got that slight country feel to it. Not at all. There's a particular suburb of Melbourne, Twisted, where yeah, it's like the ladies are a bit too far gone. Like I feel like they've got this massive hatred for men, and yeah. Yeah, Moondog World's sick. That's like it's sort of Thornbury, Preston, sort of in between. It's cool how it's like this massive industrial, like almost like a shed. And then you walk down the alleyway, you go in the door, and you're like, what the fuck? You're in this like tropical oasis. It's real cool. Mm. There's just so much hate in the world. They'll like be, I don't know, they'll be talking about, yeah, don't hate this race or don't hate different sex or trans or all this shit. But then they'll have this huge hatred for just the normal like blue collar white man out there. It's like doesn't make any sense at all. Mm. So I feel like most people that aren't right or left, just in the middle, just normal people that sort of they might have views from both. They can sort of reason with different things, and most people don't give a fuck about what others are, what's going on, and yeah, it's like I don't know. Sometimes people look at me and think that I'm not going to agree with like same sex couples and stuff like that, and it's like I don't give a fuck. Like I've got two cousins that are gay. I've got like gay mates. So I don't care. Like don't paint me with a brush to think that I've got some hatred towards that sort of stuff. And it's like people don't have a clue what people are thinking, but they just assume. It's like yeah, at the end of the day, you just for me, I just want things to be cheaper. I want like an easier yeah, I want the cost of living not to be so extreme and like to be rewarded for your hard work. Like when you go out and bust your ass and be able to actually afford your own house and yeah, just stuff like that. It's like I don't give a fuck about all these political issues. I just feel like a lot of them are just created just to yeah, so the government can sort of do all this shit behind your back and you don't know what's going on. It's just like creating divide, like division. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's like that's another thing too. I don't care about assets, and I mean, I want to own my own house just because I know in the long run I'll be better off, and I'm not going to be living on the streets as like an 80-year-old man. But yeah, I don't give a fuck about assets like having multiple homes and multiple cars and all this money invested in stuff that you don't really need. I think there should be a cap where people can only own a certain amount of homes, and because it just makes it too hard for everyone else, like young ones coming through. And yeah, at the end of the day, I think the most important, like when people say, "Are you successful?" Successful for me just means happy. I think as long as people are happy in life, that's all that matters. You can be I don't know, like a greengrocer that earns $40,000 a year and not have much in life, but you're fucking loving life and you're friendly and you get on with everyone. Like, to me, that's more important than some like accountant that's earning, I don't know, $250,000 and just, yeah, an absolute cunt and ripping people off and never happy. Like, yeah. Pardon me if I'm not making any sense. Cheers, Twisted. Love you, mate. Always a joy hanging out with you. We'll meet one time in real life. Thanks for chiming in, buddy. I'm going to crack another VB. But yeah, that's always been my thing. I just want to be happy in life. And sometimes you got to like fuck people off in your life to make yourself happy. And it's hard, but you just got to do whatever you can. Like, even if you have to like change jobs, you got to move where you live. You got to drop people. You just got to do whatever you can to, yeah, keep that happiness. And if there's shit there that doesn't make you happy, it's like, well, fuck it off. I can't understand people that just work all their life and they never go anywhere. Like, they never travel. They don't have any stories to tell. They live very boring lives just to like work like 60, 70 hours a week. It's like, what was your life? What was the point of that in life? Like, yeah. And they get to like 70 years old and end up like passing away. I don't know why I'm smelling this. It's a VB. Yeah, exactly, dude. Foreign investments definitely fucked our country. Um, I seen a poll today that said that in London itself, there's more homes now owned by Indians than English themselves. It just goes to show what huge statistic. And like, it's only going to get worse because China and India have such a massive population. They're always going to beat us because they've got generations of wealth. So if you just let them come in and take over and buy what they want, you can't compete with that. So it just makes it too hard for our younger generations to get in the market, and they're never going to be able to buy their own house. And I just think that's so unfair. If you've busted your ass and worked in this country all your life, and you can't even afford your own home because the government's got greedy and just went, here you go, guys, just buy what you want. It's like they're not looking out for us. They should be looking after their own people. Some pretty flash suburbs there, brother. Toorak, Hawthorne, Caulfield, Glen Iris. I'd be happy to live in any of those. Cheers to everyone that's watching anyway. And apologies if I'm getting a little political. Just ranting a little bit. It's always financially based. I just think we get fucked over in Australia when it comes to money. Big time. When I come in my next life, I want to come back as a spoilt dog. I just think dogs have the greatest life. They're the greatest animal on the planet and they live the greatest life. That's if they're in a good home, anyway. Be awesome to come back as a Labrador, but a Labrador that lives either near the beach or in a family that has their own pool. So you can just go for a dip whenever you want. It'd be a pretty good life being a monkey in the tropics. I think that'd be pretty rad. Or a big shark, swim in the open waters, dolphins again, another good one. I can't be bothered going back to work tomorrow. Working for the man. There must be so many Aussie workers though that just bust their pooper every week. They see the amount of tax that comes out. Then they buy their beers or their smokes or they go shopping or pay their like utilities and they're just like, is all this work really worth it? It's a tough life. It's a vicious cycle. I've thought about buying a van and traveling around and yeah. I just think there's got to be more to life than this. I have my dogs. I love them more than anything, but they definitely hold me back when it comes to like moving and traveling and stuff. But yeah, I'd love to experience living in another country and just seeing how it'd be. If anyone out there, yeah, is like wants to join, just sing out. I can share the link. It's been like quite a few numbers like watching, but not as many comments. Yeah, exactly. Even if you've like people like us, Justin, look, we could put enough money aside to be homeless, but like live all right for like a few years. Start up a little community somewhere, grow your own food, live off the land, the old off grid. When you like, is there many people you come across? Because you're obviously the man to ask, you're in the thick of it. Do you come across many out there that actually seem happy doing what they do? I mean, at the end of the day, the toughest thing is probably 95% of homeless are there for like some sort of like childhood trauma, drugs, like a I don't know, like relationship problems, yeah, cost of living sort of thing. But yeah, I know in America, and it could be the same in Australia, there are people out there that are just like so fed up with the system and how you bust your ass sort of for nothing. They just go, well, fuck it. I'm just gonna live off the grid, and they like just live sort of like they're homeless, but they've got a bit of money saved, so that they sort of have like decent setups, and yeah, they know where to go when it comes to food, and yeah, it's interesting. You sort of think like if you had a bit of money and could travel somewhere to like live like that for a while, you'd go up north where it's warmer and try and go somewhere where you'd be able to like go fishing and stuff like that. Mm, yeah. That that car park next to your church building, is that owned by you guys? Like I know that when you've served the food, you're in that car park area. And one thing I thought is if that's like part of your land, it would be pretty awesome if you could have like a bonfire sort of thing where you just have like a fire pit and a heap of people can sort of sit around the pit like late at night and like you know how you were talking about people like us maybe going and hanging with them and experiencing what it's like to yeah like sleep in the city at night and all that like you could do that sort of thing in that area there and I think it'd be like a pretty cool community thing. But yeah, I just didn't know if it was like part of your where you guys are. I could just imagine a heap of people sort of sitting around that like a fire pit there and having a chat and as long as you didn't have any like problems, anyone getting a bit hostile or whatever, it'd probably be a pretty good night. It'd be the sort of thing, yeah, I'd have a crack at. Like I'd sit around a fire pit with a heap of different people and listen to their stories and just looking up at the not only the stars but the buildings would be pretty cool. even if it was a cold night, if you had a fire going, you sort of just, yeah, that sucked. Because it was something I was going to sort of say to you, like it'd be cool, a cool little thing. Cheers, Stewie. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, like just imagine a group of like sort of us from like TJ's community, just sort of sitting around the fire, and then you get some homeless there, and I don't know, like put on a barbecue or something, and yeah, it'd be like just a. It's a good way just to listen to people's stories and help people out, but also get to know others and. Mm, it looks like it's pretty close to Vic Market anyway. I have to go to the Dunny again, boys and girls, so I'll be back shortly. Oh yeah, cool. How often does he do that? Yeah, that'd be the sort of thing. Like, yeah, say if you were going to be there, I'd come and check it out. I think at the end of the day, a lot of people that are on the streets, they want people to talk to and just be able to, I don't know, sort of they can have a rant, they can sort of just have a chat to people and relate to certain things, or just like even just having that person like me come along and try and lift their spirits, pick them up a bit, tell them that everything's going to be all right, and like just that one kind word can sort of really change someone's perspective in a day. Yeah, cool. Yeah, when I seen that property next to where you were, I just thought it'd be good because you could sort of if you could do it, have a fire pit in there, and you're sort of out of the elements a bit, have it like sectioned off, and yeah, just sort of, I don't know, let in the ones that you sort of know, and yeah, have some people there like friends of yours that can sort of, yeah, just be there for support. Hmm. Cheers, Mark. Good to see you, brother. You having a beer? I'm looking for some friends to join. No, if anyone wants to join, just sing out. At the end of the day, it doesn't worry me being here by myself, but I would prefer some mates up here on the paddle. It's just, yeah, it's pretty quiet this weekend on the old YouTube. Cheers, Angie. Did you end up going live yesterday? I couldn't remember if you did or not. I ended up falling asleep, but I got a feeling you didn't go live anyway. You can join us if you want. Oh, no good. Sorry to hear, brother. Hopefully he's all right. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Got a daddy duties. Yeah, if you want to join Angie, just sing out and I'll send her a link. Been talking, I don't know, about a few different topics, but yeah, I've had two BBs just chilling. Cheers, Kyle, brother. Good to see you. Another one I haven't hung out with for a while. Hope you're well, dude. So this is exactly what I said. Like after a while, it'll be really quiet, and then all of a sudden, this out of nowhere, it's like YouTube's algorithm goes, "Here you go, guys. This guy's live." Yeah, yeah, it's a bit like that now. I'll put the link in the chat for a while anyway. Yeah, if any of you want to join, just click on. There we go. So yeah, I'm just talking shit, drinking beers. About to have a beer that looks like the X Files. What was the song from the X Files? I remember it was quite popular. And I'm feeling good. Doo-doo. Yeah, I think I've had three VBs and the beer I reviewed. So like Pardon me. So yeah, only early days for me. Oh, shit. This will be a nice change up. Yeah, I know you would, Justin. I sort of thought that. I reckon if he wasn't at work, he'd probably be up here. It'll happen eventually, dude. Prickly pear. Oh, look at that. Woo. Looks pretty good. This is going to be a welcome change, I think. This glass was kindly given to me by Wilco, who quite often comes up in my chat. One of my local mates that's also into his craft beer. I think his missus probably got sick of him having too many glasses, so he had to like get rid of a few of them. And this is a big boy, so I call it my spaceship. So it's got that look about it, like real big, bulbous. Large and voluptuous. Oh, it smells good. These guys are underrated, in my opinion. So it says Holgate Brewhouse. So Holgate are from Woodend, which is like a little city sort of northeast of Melbourne. No, northwest. It's called the XP Haze. It says unlock the mystery of our XP Haze, the juiciness of a hazy and the hoppy goodness of an XPA. You won't need an agent to find the flavour in this big, tasty, hazy XPA. The haze is out there. So, yeah, it's definitely a play on the X Files. Is it Mulder and Scully? Was that the names of the X Files guys? Yeah. I always remember David Duchovny from Californication. That was one of my favourite shows. He was quite the player on that show. Anyway, cheers. Mmm, fruity boy. Pardon me. They've always had that pretty cool logo for their. I like that. That's sick. At least I don't have to cook dinner tonight. I've already got it sorted. Very quiet in my neighbourhood tonight too. I feel like there's no one around. Across the road, the old couple, they've got their caravan going. I reckon they're travelling around, so they're not home. The other dude that lives next to them, he's like always out and about, sort of travelling. And then the ones behind me, I reckon they're away. And then on the other side, I don't know what they get up to, but they come and go every like 15 minutes. It's almost like they're drug runners. But it's just like eerily quiet. I just hear the occasional dog bark, and that's about it. It's like Sunday afternoon, but it feels like it's middle of the night and no one's around. I have to get up at probably. I start work at 4 o'clock tomorrow morning, so I'm gonna have to get up at probably the latest would probably be 2:45. Oh, it's gonna be a struggle. Worst thing is I've got a house inspection Tuesday afternoon. I'm so sick of it. I've like lived in this house now for like 8 or 9 years, and you still have to have a house inspection every 6 months. It's fucking ridiculous. It's like surely if you've lived in a home for like 6 or 7 years or something, they'd go, "Oh yeah, fair enough. He's a good tenant. We'll leave him alone. Just have him do a checkup every year." Oh no, we're still going to come around every 6 months and annoy the fuck out of you. Ooh. A video that's come up on my Instagram, and it's like, what a beautiful view of Bangkok. And there's a dude on there's a dude on the balcony looking over the city, and he's just like pissing. Sicko. I found my good bottle openers. My awesome bottle opener that I've been missing for ages. Bundaberg rum. Just the easy one. Just boom, done. And then you got this bad boy that's real busy. Plenty going on. I found that too. That was missing for a while. I've been using the can opener. It's been so shit. Yeah, so this time last night I was just sitting out in the I had a snooze, like I fell asleep. And then after I woke up, I went outside and was just sitting in the sun. It was really good. Just sitting in the sun with the doggos and drinking I think I had a heap of water. But yeah, I was hanging out with yeah, I can't remember whose stream it was. Maybe, yeah, it might have been Craig's. On Craig's stream, and it was yeah, like a group of us on there, but then it ended up being me, Angie, Josh, Samantha, and maybe a few others. Cheers, Chris, brother. Good to see you.
What's happening?
Right.
What are you drinking on?
I've just got it's an XPA, so an extra pale ale by this brewery.
Holgate.
Yeah, and they're just like a little city brew house. They're pretty cool. I like their logo with the big bull on it. Looks pretty cool. What are you up to?
Oh, just floating the web. Seen you's up, so I figured I'd stop by for a minute and say
Yeah,
hey.
good timing. Works out well. Hope you're well, brother.
I am. I hope you are as well, sir.
Yeah, I've just I had a few weeks off work. I've just gone back to work.
Oh, everything all right?
Yeah, I'm sort of in a different role now, so it's a bit different, bit to get used to, bit more to learn, but yeah, we'll see how we go. I'm sort of just plowing away. Um, yeah, it was good to have a few weeks off, like mentally and physically. But yeah, like when you get back to work after having a few weeks off, fuck, it's hard.
Well, yeah. I mean, we all got to unplug every once in a while. So
Yeah, yeah.
says the fucking guy that works more now that he's retired than he did when he was working.
Yeah. I actually work with a guy. I didn't realize, I know his son passed away. He had a son that had a lot of drug problems. And I felt real sorry for him, yeah, when it all went down and stuff. And he goes, "Oh, yeah, I was just about ready to." This is what he said to me the other day. He goes, "Oh, I was just about ready to retire. I already had a holiday planned." And he goes, "As soon as my son passed away, I think his son might have committed suicide. I'm not too sure, but a lot of drug problems." And he goes, "Yeah, as soon as my son passed away, all of a sudden I was 120 grand in debt." I'm like, fuck. So he's like, that's why he's staying at work for a few more years. Because yeah, his son had a lot of drug issues, and I know that he used to pretty much pay for everything for him to help him out and try and clean him up and stuff, and yeah, just obviously never worked. And
Unfortunately, I've seen it more than once in my life.
yeah, yeah, it's sad. So the poor fella, he's like, I don't know how old Graham is, but yeah, he's a great bloke, and he's definitely should be retired by now, but he still works as hard as all the young ones. So good on him.
I hear you.
Hmm. What else is news, buddy? You been working on any car projects?
I've just been doing my usual shit, working
Yep.
in the shop every day, working on everybody else's shit.
Yep.
And so, as far as wrenching anything that I own, no. Any mechanic will tell you he'll work on any car in the world except his own.
Mm. Yep. Have I asked you before, have you got pets? Have you got like dogs and cats?
Yeah, I've got 3 dogs.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see you being a dog fella. What breeds have you got?
Well, one is he's a pit and a lab mix.
Yep.
The other one's a full.
That'd be a pretty cool combo.
He's a handful.
Yeah,
So
I could
the other
imagine.
one's full blood pit,
Yep.
and the latest addition is what's known as an Australian collie.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
fucking
so
dog
border
is dumber
collie.
than a box of fucking rocks. And I mean, say my daughter ended up buying him
Yeah.
to stand guard over a chicken coop she put up.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't shut the fuck up. He was yapping all the time.
Yeah.
And so she brought him to my house and dropped him off here. And I'm like, yeah, you brought him here, so I have to listen to him.
Yeah.
And I guess it took him about a month before he finally realized that he was stuck here and he could do all the yapping he wanted, and it wasn't going to do him any good. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
and the damnedest thing is this dog's got 5 different barks, and 2 of them he sounds like a beagle hound. I mean, straight out a howl like a hound.
Yeah.
And other times he'll bark like a German Shepherd.
Yeah.
The damnedest thing I ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a German Shepherd next to me, and you can tell I've got a feeling maybe the lady next to me is seeing a new guy, and this is the new guy's dog because it just randomly just turned up out of nowhere, and he seems like he's out of place. I wouldn't be surprised if he's a bit neglected and never gets any attention, doesn't get walked, anything like that. So if I'm out the back playing with my dogs, this poor German Shepherd's like going off, like getting pissed off, sort of like he wants to be involved, and he's like banging his head up against the fence. I'm like, I sort of want to nurture him and go, calm fella, you can come and hang with my dogs. But like German Shepherds can be a real handful and real territorial, and it probably wouldn't be a good mix. It'd probably end up him and my Labrador would probably start fighting because Jack would be nipping at him, and I could see what it'd be like.
Well,
Yeah,
I've got to keep this collie separated from the other 2
yeah,
because the first time I tried to let them run all 3 together, the 2 of them was up on him,
yeah,
and
yeah,
so he didn't get along with either one of them, and so
yeah.
to keep him from getting hurt and all like that, I keep him locked up. So
Mm,
I don't like doing it, but
yeah,
at the same time, he's serving a purpose. He's back back customer lot where my customers' cars are parked. So
yeah, yeah. Well, that one of mine's got a bit of border collie in him, and yeah, like they just go, go, go all the time. You can tell it's definitely like a cattle breed where they're used to working hard and running around.
oh.
So what's the weather like where you are now?
Well, it's right now. It's 12:30 a.m. here. So
Yeah,
earlier in the day, we had upper 60s and breezy and
yeah,
sunny.
yeah. So we're coming off summer. We're going into autumn now, but we've still got some like really nice weather.
Right.
So
We're
it's a bit
coming out of
ridiculous.
we're coming out of winter in the spring now. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like I've been going to work and I'm like, fuck, like working afternoon shift. And yeah, it's like nice day, like sort of early 30s Celsius, which is, I think in American, like Fahrenheit, it's probably like mid 80s, something like that. So it's sort of like nice barbecue weather.
right.
You don't want to be going to work when it's like that. It's like, fuck this shit.
So no, I mean, it does make it hard to have to get up and go make you coins
Yeah,
when the
for
weather's
sure.
so nice and pretty, and you could think of 20 other things you could be doing.
Yeah.
Let's
How
see.
has there been many streams on tonight? I haven't really had a look.
Uh, there's I've been on two tonight, so
Yeah.
and well, yeah, two to
Whatever happened? One person that I know you know because you've been on her streams. Remember Red? Red, that she was like red-headed girl, hung out with like Queen Kathy and Dorito and
you're
sometimes
talking
be
about
on her
Jimmy C's
streams.
niece.
What happened?
I said you're talking about Jimmy C's niece.
Yeah, that's the one. What happened to her? I haven't seen her for ages.
I just talked to her a couple of weeks ago. She just, she's been a homemaker really. So
Yeah, yeah. Because yeah, I reckon there was a couple of times I was on her streams and you were there as well, and I was like, I know that Chris knows who I'm talking about, but
yeah,
yeah, all of a sudden she just sort of vanished.
she's fine. She's not really doing streams,
Yeah,
herself anymore.
yeah,
If Jimmy has a stream, she may come up on it or Doris's, but
yeah,
uh, I guess that's about it for now. Like I say, she's got her fingers in the wind, a lot of shit. So
yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, I know she had like a partner and a couple of kids and stuff, and yeah, quite busy. Someone that was hanging with us, I think they were hanging with me and Angie, said that they were related to Jimmy C, but they were in Australia. I don't know if they were actually talking shit or legit, but yeah, you could ask
uh,
Angie.
they're
There was
probably
someone,
thinking about they're probably thinking about Brizzy Boy.
nah, it wasn't him. It was a female.
He
There
died,
was a
right?
female recently hanging with us. I think I was up on Angie's stream and
Yeah,
they said to Angie something about being a cousin of Jimmy C's or something like that.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Brizzy died, right?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I didn't really know Brizzy that well, but yeah, it's pretty sad. It happened like what, couple of months ago?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, yeah,
And so, that one you'd have to ask Jimmy about.
yeah. Yeah, I don't really know Jimmy C that well. He's that sort of fella. I see him a bit, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know how I come across Red. I think she was hanging out in someone else I know's stream, maybe Thrash or someone like that. And then yeah, that's how I sort of come across her.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's a good possibility.
Mm.
You might have seen her on Thrashes one night.
Yeah, yeah. So what else is news? Nothing much exciting going on.
Not really. I mean, hell, like I say, I'm working all the time. I really ain't got
Yeah,
time to do anything else.
yeah. It's exhausting going to work all the time. One thing that drives me nuts is seeing all the ones that don't work when you're working all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah, buddy. I wish I could do that.
Yeah. It must be good just sitting at home doing nothing all the time and still fucking living a decent life.
So, I mean, hell, I was telling somebody just last night, I'm very seriously thinking about going back to work so I can slow down a little bit. Seriously.
God.
I fucking retired. I retired a couple, and hell, it just, instead of me slowing down and slowing down and slowing down, I keep picking up momentum.
Yeah.
And it ain't nobody's
Probably
fault but mine because I'm the one that can say stop, but I don't. So
yeah, you'd be one of those types too. I reckon if you were just sitting around, you'd get bored. You wouldn't be able to handle it.
well, I like to eat too, so
Yeah.
there's that.
Yeah. What's been a highlight meal you've had in the last few weeks?
Highlight meal that I've had in the last few weeks. Let me see. Since I pretty much eat the same garbage over and over and over, day in and day out, I got to stop and think for a minute because every once in a while, one of my kids will bring me something nice.
Yeah.
And so
when it comes to
now,
like your own food at home, you don't really mix it up very often.
Now I remember my daughter brought me some Italian sausage links on full length hoagie rolls with mushrooms, green peppers, onions.
Yeah.
Covered mozzarella.
Yeah.
Nice garlicly toasted outside.
Yeah. A hoagie's sort of like a Subway sort of roll, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a sub roll.
Like what Italian, like a Philly cheesesteak. That's
yeah,
sort of
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a sub roll for all intents and purposes.
Yeah. Cheers, Josh. Good to see you, brother.
What about it, Josh?
Not sure what you're referring to, but yes, they are. They are everywhere. Come up and have a beer, brother, if you're free.
Well, y'all don't have Subways over, do you?
Yeah, we have Subway, but most other chains that you guys have, we don't have.
All right. Well, a sandwich that Subway sells?
Yeah.
That's a submarine. Yeah. So, it's that kind of a bun.
Yeah. Yeah, you either get a 6-inch or a foot long. It's normally how it works. But yeah, I cooked up a steak about 3 nights ago, and that's like one of the best feeds I've had in a long time. I don't know, just you just get that right cut of meat and you just cook it to perfection. And I had like a nice rub on it. The rub had like garlic, salt, pepper, chili, a few other spices, and it was just phenomenal. Like fucking really hit the spot. I had that with some mashed potatoes, some carrots, some broccoli, some peas. Can't go wrong, Chris.
So when I'm going extravagant for myself, it probably means I've gone to Wally World to get me a salad.
Yep. What do you like? Is there many vegetables you don't like, or you sort of have a crack at all of them?
Really and truly, as far as fruits and vegetables goes, there's very little in the way I won't eat. So
yeah. I'm the same. When I was a kid, I was pretty fussy, but you sort of get older and wiser, and you're like, nah, I fucking love all this shit. It's weird. Like when I was a kid, I didn't like tomato or like any sort of sauce or relish that was like tomato based. It's like I fucking love that shit now as an adult.
Yeah. See, you say tomato and I say mater.
Yeah. Tomato.
Maters.
Mater reminds me of Lightning
Cartoons.
McQueen. What's that? Is it Cars?
Yeah, cartoon or
Yeah,
Cars.
that's awesome. That shit's awesome. I love it. Ooh. This beer looks fucking good, I tell you. Look at that. Ooh.
Now, look what I had.
Ah,
Some
smells
guys
like
wait half the night to get a head that good.
it smells like magic dust. Oh yes. The worst thing is I need to go to the toilet real fucking bad. Are you hanging around for a bit? I might quickly duck off to the loo right now.
Do what you gotta do, brother. I'll hang out.
Yeah. Thank you, dude. I'll be back in 30 seconds. And a man's got to go. He's got to go.
More room out and in.
Whew. That's right, Justin. I've broken the seal.
Were your back teeth floating?
Oh, this beer is going to be really good. So this is one from Mountain Culture's like my favourite sort of Australian, one of my favourite Aussie breweries. They're based in the Blue Mountains, which is like a beautiful part of the country. And then Dayers from England. So the two of them have got together and brewed this beer. And look at the can artwork. It's sort of like a crocodile. Yeah, I think it's a crocodile and an alligator. And they're like having a breakup.
Looks like you gave a
me,
grade schooler. Looks like they give a grade schooler a sketch pad.
Yeah.
Oi!
Cheers, Dorito.
Dorito.
Good to see you, brother.
What's up, Bubba?
What's happening?
Same old shit. Hi.
Cheers, Sammy. What? I missed it. What is it? That's awesome. At least with you, it's not so late being on the West Coast.
Right.
Mm.
Not so light. What do you mean?
Not so late. Late.
Light, as in L-I-G-H-T?
L-A-T-E.
Oh,
late.
Yeah, no. It's only 9:30.
My Aussie accent is not getting through.
Well, it's neither. It's not light nor late. How's that? So we're good.
That sounds delightful.
The wife bought the family bicycles today. Bought herself a beach cruiser. She bought Zoe a mountain bike. Bought Zane a nice BMX. And bought me a nice pedal trike. Woohoo!
Federal trike.
It's green apple, bro. It's got a basket on the back and everything. It's 7 speeds, dude.
That's rad.
Why do I get the feeling you already got a motor picked out for it?
Well, it does have a big basket area, and the sprocket is right below the basket. Just saying.
I rest my case.
No, we just was talking about it, and we're sitting there. Me and the wife were talking about the kids, and like Zane's got a quad. He's already figuring out how to ride that, so he knows how to ride hers. But they can't pedal bikes. We went up to Walmart, and Zane got on a bike, and I said, "Pedal it." And he goes, "What do you mean pedal?" I'm like, so wife, I guess, has been thinking about it the whole week.
Jeez, Pete, brother.
So
cheers.
She just pulled the trigger, and I'm like, that's a lot of money for bikes, but I ain't gonna fight with her. Better that way. Let her buy the bikes.
Happy wife, as they say.
Yeah, we'll pedal around the block a little bit, then they'll get burned out. Watch.
What are you drinking, Keith?
Yeah, I was getting sleepy. Or I'm still sleepy when you started.
Yeah.
Then I got this 8% Blue Moon. I was like,
Oh yeah, cool.
somebody on Alex's stream was like, "Oh, I'm drinking an 8% Blue Moon." So at the grocery store, I saw this.
I smell
Yeah.
that.
I mean, it tastes like Blue Moon, but yeah, a little bit more bite to it, but it's not terrible. I don't know who they're going for though.
Jeez,
like,
everyone's coming out of the woodwork.
I mean, I don't know how long I am for this world, but I was like, "Oh, come on."
Hi, Angie.
Hi.
Angie,
Hi, Chris. How are you?
fine. You?
I'm doing good. Doing good. Hey, Keith.
Hey, Prickly.
Prickly.
What's the one? What's behind that, Angie?
It's a fun word, and I got really high one night, and I was laughing.
I mean, I kind of want
I
to
love to
change
say
my
prickly
name.
pear.
Yeah.
I think it was said by Craig, wasn't it? He was describing a drink or something. He
I
said
think,
prickly
yeah.
pear.
Yeah.
And Angie just lost it. She thought it was like the funniest thing in the world.
I couldn't stop laughing. Oh my god. It's funny. I had to be there, guys, but it was yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's the best thing. Just I don't care if other people think something's funny. Like sometimes I just find something funny. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
what
just-
else anyone thinks.
Well, yeah, dude, it doesn't matter who thinks it's funny as long as you think it's funny. Fuck it.
I just
You
let
know?
it
Yeah.
rip.
Everybody else can kiss your ass. That was hilarious.
Oh, what's
get
that?
it.
Milligrams on that?
20 a piece.
Oh,
Oh, those the same ones Joey got? They look like them.
Yep. Yep.
yeah. If I could just not eat a bunch of stuff when I do those, then I would use them more. But and I had like a 10 milligram soda twice this week, and I ate like 4 peanut butter sandwiches, and it's like that's not good. That's not a good diet. I already ate dinner, and then I nostalgic
Samantha!
PB&J's all night.
I said I was taking it down this weekend.
I
still
remember,
have
like,
tomorrow.
it's been a few weeks. You said you were going to take it down.
Oh, the Christmas tree.
At least
Well,
it's not.
what happened?
At least it's not
happened?
nailed to the
Yeah.
floor.
Well, I went to my great nephew's elementary school choral concert on Thursday night, and all those little petri dishes got me sick. So I was not feeling up to taking down the tree. But
Yep.
tomorrow
Fine.
I will.
Have you still got a beep in the hand? What's gonna come last, the beep or the tree coming down?
Oh, the fucking beep's
Yeah,
gonna
the
come
smoke
last
detector.
because my ex-husband, he fucking hit it like a damn hand grenade, asshole. He knew it
Do you
was
know
gonna
what he's
go
probably
good.
done? He probably hit it in the tree.
No,
What do you
no.
expect? He screwed the fucking sofa to the
I
floor.
was just
So,
gonna
you
say,
know,
at least the tree isn't screwed to the ground.
Yeah.
That's true. That's
Imagine that though. She takes the tree down, and all of a sudden she's lost the beep.
No, but I took down every one of my smoke detectors. There were like 9 upstairs and like 4 downstairs. And I took all the batteries out of them. And then it's still beeping. And I figured out that he must have taken one down before he left and threw it in one of the boxes, the many boxes that are in this hallway right here. And so now I'm going to have to.
You still have beeping?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes. It's
Oh,
very
well, yeah, because
Tracy,
one of my coworkers had some little thing. I think it's like just for doing pranks on people, some little device that is super small. You can just put somewhere and it'll beep just to make people crazy. So
Yeah.
that may be what he bought. Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
I feel sure. Yes.
if she's got 8 of them with low batteries, there's fucking chirping going on all over the house.
It was a symphony, Chris. It was like beep, 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 beep.
You better not let your homeowner's insurance find that out.
Well, I don't think they watch YouTube. I'm going to put it
Don't
back
give the
up.
girl a complex, Dorito.
Rewind, erase all that, people.
Nah,
I'm
it's an
jealous you
Australian
got 9
stream. No
smoke
one's gonna
detectors.
watch
Still
it.
got the O2
Yeah,
detectors up. Shh, it's okay.
It's like me
don't
when
have-
I talk shit about my workplace. It's always on an American stream. I'm like, nah, they won't see it. It's all good.
Fuck them. Fuck them if they can't take a joke. That's what I always say.
Okay,
Yeah.
she's gonna get the phone's gonna ring right now. She's gonna answer it. He's gonna be, hi, this is Jake from State Farm.
Right? Well, I had to take
Well,
him down.
if that happens, make sure you ask him what he's wearing.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You know what I was thinking, Chris? I think that I could use this to my advantage. I could go down to my local fire department and I could choose the firemen that I'd like to come over to my house and put up new smoke detectors.
Huh? What the fuck? Do
Give
you
her a
think this
shot
is
when you see what happens.
I could. I just walk in and I'll be like, I'm sorry, I don't have.
Opens
any
up the
smoke
calendar.
detectors."
I would like this guy, please.
You've thought about that long and hard.
Yeah, I was gonna say they probably say fire electrician lady.
I'll be like, I'll take
Yeah.
you and you, and you over there. Yeah.
All of a sudden, the Baltimore Bridge collapses again, and Angie's got all the fire department in it.
Running around looking for a fucking beep.
Well, I'm gonna need help. They're like 12 foot ceilings. I had to get up on a ladder and like with my broom handle, use it like a Louisville slugger and just took them off the ceiling. So
Yeah,
I
I'm
need to get new
surprised
ones.
I
you got
just
that
heard
many.
it. I just heard it then.
Poor Trudy. She'll be laying there totally asleep, and every time it beeps, she
Yeah,
like,
it's
jumps,
supposed
her
to
hair flies
terrorize
out.
the dog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Angie.
they don't like that. No.
I got this for my vertically challenged grandmother.
Ooh. Hey, that's better. I got yeah, that looks not
Yeah.
scary.
You can
I have
stand
a
on it.
6-foot ladder and I was up on that top of that thing and I am not good with balance.
Yeah, I've got one of those step stools. Maybe not that high, but yeah.
Little Rubbermaid. It's
That's-
You
solid.
can get one of those with a
Yeah,
handrail,
in
Angie.
my workplace, you can just tell with so many people straight away if they're afraid of heights or not.
Oh, I'm terrified of heights. I
Yeah.
can't stand it. The first thing that happens is my butt tingles. And then I start to get lightheaded and then I'm out.
Can I let you in on a little secret?
Yeah.
Don't look down.
I can't
Yeah.
help it. Even if I watch something that's like a video of something high up, my butt tingles and I get lightheaded, and I'm like, whoa, oh, I can't watch that. Yeah,
Nope.
no.
Yeah, some of those
I don't know
people
why
do
my
that.
I'm not touching that one.
But
I
it
better not
does,
show you
and-
the video of me skydiving. Your butt might tingle.
Oh, my butt would blow off probably. Yeah, that's scary. Yeah. Oh my god.
Those people do the parkour. Those people are insane. They jump across like
Yeah,
the buildings.
some
and,
of
like,
that shit.
is it worth it for a freaking video? It's like I'm gonna do a flip across this building.
Yeah.
Like,
When you
oh,
see
that's-
those ones that
Dude,
climb up the towers with no like harness,
Oh,
or
that
anything,
too. Like,
and they're doing like a selfie, and it looks down, and it's like just the instant fall to your death. It's like,
I mean,
fuck
my
that.
palms will sweat just watching that kind
Yeah.
of stuff. My
Dude,
butt is fine, but
Even the BMX tricks they're busting out with nowadays, dude. They're getting some crazy shit that you'd snap your neck on if you're not smooth.
yeah.
Like full on flips, grabbing the bikes and turning them around
Yeah.
and doing all
No,
kinds
that
of
that Ryan guy from I think he's
Man,
from
I
Australia.
seen a video of a kid doing that shit today.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. The one guy that did a full backflip, holding the bike,
Oh,
full on,
threw it
on the
around,
pedals,
yeah,
a full backflip, like two of them, and then landed it, and just like threw the bike off right at the end and was standing there going, "Yeah!" I'm like, motherfucker! Wow.
Yeah, we seen the same video as a little black kid.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. Crazy.
They just make it look so easy.
They do
Yeah.
too. They really, really do. And that's the thing. Like, you know, you think of when you were younger, like the cool shit you did, jumping bikes and stuff, and like, oh, that was cool, like a tabletop or kick out or something like that. These fuckers are doing flips now, and they're like, not even my neck. Fuck, I ain't worried about it. We're just gonna do one, and they're just
Yeah, I mean, I've also seen videos like some mountain bike video. It's like it had millions of views. Like, this is Tony's last ride. Yeah, and he's some downhill biker, went off some jump, landed wrong. Now he's like paralyzed. I'm like, dude, it's just not worth it. I don't feel
Yeah.
like biking off. Yeah, that bad. Like, I'll just
If
stay
I
on the
saw it-
ground. Like, I don't need to go up and jump.
If I saw it right, that kid was on a kick and go, wasn't he?
You talking about the one where the guy was on the pump bike, or are you talking about the one where the guy was on the scooter, the little push scooter? Because I've
That's
seen a
what
lot
it
of
looked like was a scooter, and he come down a staircase and he did a double, triple back, and then a forward.
Yeah, I
And
haven't
he
seen that
landed
one.
at the bottom. He stepped off and slung the scooter out of his way.
Yeah, no, I didn't see that one. I saw this one was like a Nitro Circus guy.
Oh, Ryan Williams. I think
Yeah.
he's from Australia. I think he does some crazy stuff.
was a-
Like, yeah,
it
he
was
has like a whole backyard with a huge, like, concrete driveway into
Yeah.
like a ramp and
No,
an
this was like
airbag.
an X Games sort of jump, dude. This guy was like
Yeah.
doing some sort of crazy. It was the one where you come down that big old, and then you hit the jump, the tabletop basically, and then you come down and it's all fucking cushion. You know what I mean? If you don't land it, and if you land it, you just go into another cushion, right into a wall.
So
Well,
there
that
you go,
Nitro
Samuel.
Circus-
Dorito might know. Dorito, do you know if Jimmy C's got some kind of cousin or relative over in Australia?
Jimmy? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, Angie, remember when we were on your stream and that lady we were hanging with said that she was Jimmy C's cousin?
Oh yeah, Carrie Ann.
She
Carrie
was up
Ann.
in
Yeah, I know who
Brisbane.
you're talking about, Carrie
I
Ann.
reckon she was up in Brisbane, and me and Angie were like, "Oh, I
But
wonder if
Jimmy's
that's
cousin,
like
Jimmy C, maybe another Jimmy C, Jimmy CEE. There's another Jimmy CEE around. Maybe she's talking about him, but not Jimmy C and Friends. I don't think. I mean, I know who I know the girl you're talking about. The name's familiar, but no, related to Jimmy C. No. I mean,
It might have just
But
been
from
like
Australia?
a joking, like
Maybe.
a
Carrie Ann from
jokingly
Australia.
saying
Yeah,
that they're
like-
cousins sort of thing. Yeah, she
'Cause
was
they're
from Australia.
close
She was
friends.
she was in Angie's chat when I was up on the panel.
Yeah.
I got you. Hold on.
So I didn't know Sammy was asking me about it. I figured, hell, you'd know better than I would.
Yeah. Maybe she was just saying
It's Carrie
they were
Ann,
so close.
Kerry, right?
Right. Yeah. Carrie Ann, ANN, and I can't remember what the last word is. Like,
Yeah, no, that's.
But when we sort of went in detail, she knew all about him and stuff.
Oh yeah, no, she's around. Carrie Ann's all around all the time. I don't
Yeah.
believe they're related though.
They're probably just like, it was probably like a running joke where they say they're all related and cousins.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
She's a hoot. She comes in my
yeah,
chats a
Carrie
lot.
Ann's cool as hell. I never.
Yeah, I like her a lot. Yeah.
Because we were talking about Red Dorito, and I remembered you were
Red is
young
Jimmy's
Red.
niece.
So yeah, Jimmy C's niece. So I was saying how I'd been in a few of her chats, and I'd seen you in there. I'd seen Chris in there, and I was wondering where she had gone to because she's sort of disappeared as well.
Yeah, I haven't seen her around for a bit either. I was wondering myself.
Yeah,
but she comes and goes, man. She's cool as fuck. Her and her mom. Her mom's got one of those little mini trucks, the flat nosed ones. It's all pink and shit.
Yeah.
She drives it around on the street.
Is she's Jimmy's niece or is she Doris's niece?
Jimmy's she's Jimmy's niece. That's Doris's that's Jimmy's sister, yeah. Okay. I mean, Doris is basically Doris's niece too. They're kind of were a part of raising her, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, Red's good people. They're all good people. Jimmy's got a good heart, man. He really does. I've known him for a while. Same with Doris.
Yeah, I like Doris too. She's really nice.
Yep, definitely good people.
Jimmy's an acquired taste.
Oh, no. He's not.
Jimmy!
Aren't we all, though?
Yes, absolutely. I'm kind of like vinegar.
I mean, he's no more fucking demented than the rest
I hate
of us.
vinegar, so that makes sense because I hate.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Like vinegar and fucking oil. Bubble.
Like salt and vinegar, potato chips.
Oh yeah.
I'm not
like I won't eat those if a gun's to my head. That's not my
friends you can't trust.
Favorite.
Salt and vinegar chips.
Yeah, I mean they're fine.
Sounds like Josh has been hurt by someone today. I'm not sure what's going on there.
Tell me who I need to whoop up on, Josh. I'm ready to whoop somebody's ass.
An earlier message was, where was his earlier one? This one.
Come up, dude.
Oh yeah. I had to change my straw.
Not sure what's going on, Joshy boy, but I've always got your back.
Yeah, get up here.
I'll tell you if I do or I don't. I ain't gonna lie to kick it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you straight out, I don't have your back. Nope, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm one of those people. I wear my heart on my sleeve, so you know straight away. So
say it like it is. If you can say something about somebody, you should be prepared to say it to their fucking face. Simple as that. Simple as that. Shouldn't be able to, it is what it is. Confrontation is whatever. You know, if you can't fucking take it, you shouldn't say it.
Yeah.
Sam, is this your backyard, the background? Or?
No, this you know, do you know Paul PA Brew Reviews? As in Paul, Big Paul from Pennsylvania. So this is his front porch with all these hot plants.
They used to make Pendletons as well.
So it's pretty cool.
Weren't they a straight edge brand last beer?
What's that?
A straight edge brand.
The dirty word brand at FUCC.
Like a punk straight edge brand.
clothing brand from the 90s. Yeah.
I know they used to make pretty badass fucking colored Pendletons. Or flannels, as you guys call them.
Yeah.
Now I'm
Just
hearing
the
some
fact that
undercover people.
just the fact that you said
Skateboard
that
brand,
and then
yeah.
you said that thing up above, I thought something's going on.
It's not a
Kinda
Paul
like
middle fruit.
Anti-Hero and stuff like
I
that.
just love when Alex calls them middle fruit or something. Dude, that's
Middle fruit.
whatever.
I can already hear Alex's fucking shit in my head going, "Oh, you're a saint." See, you're in the
Well,
funny-
I mean, well, Jordy was saying, yeah, the way Americans pronounce garage, it is probably more messed up than the way they pronounce it. Like, because
yeah.
we just
Yeah, they say
eliminate
garage.
the A. It's like,
Yeah.
garage,
Garage.
GROG, like garage. But yeah, I mean, I don't like saying gay Raj. That doesn't sound good to me.
K-
I'm not
K-
going into the gay
K-Bab.
Raj.
K-Bab or kebab?
Oh, right.
Oh, the
Anytime I see
kebab.
Greg, I'm like, you need to
That's-
have a kebab. You can have a
No.
kebab.
I was just called mine the man cave, but that's me.
Yeah, the gay Raj.
Yeah. Well, in Australia, we call them a shed.
Here I call it a garage.
It's just a shed.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, I'm just like going the freaking garage. Well, I don't even have a garage. So.
Yeah, see, I say garage.
Yeah, garage.
Yeah, I
That's probably
used to
better
have one, but I turned it into a shop. So, you know.
I've got one out back, but it's just full of
Spiders. And snakes.
my ex-husband's and ex-stepson's shit.
Yeah.
There's a whole Jeep back there. I don't know what I'm going to do with that.
I'm going to
Does it
come around,
run or?
start her up. We're going to go for a joyride.
It's torn apart, but it's the I mean, it's
No,
everything.
just like
Body, the engine, the transmission.
a true man cave with just a bunch of broken down crap.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's no plan on fixing. Just like, yep, I got this Jeep.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to get a junk place to come out and get rid of that shit.
Clean out your garage.
One of those firemen can sort that out for you.
Yeah, isn't
Excuse
there a-
me, gentlemen. I think I might need a smoke detector out in my garage. Oh,
Isn't
Well,
there
I
a
mean,
hunk
if
hauling
you got-
junk that's like-
If you got more than just papers and shit in the garage, you know, like old appliances and stuff like that, call the Salvation Army. They'll come get it for nothing.
really?
As far as the Jeep goes, I mean, you know, if you got paperwork, any junk man will come get it. I mean, you know, and haul it away for nothing because he's going to get paid on the other end when he junks it.
Yeah.
1877 cars.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The Cars for Kids.
Cars for
KARS, Cars for Kids.
That's a good commercial.
Except it's
I don't know it, but I knew,
annoying.
as soon as he started doing it, I'm like, yeah, that's got to be some sort of local ad.
They take homes and property now.
Oh God.
Donate.
Yeah, because you're
your
on the East
Cars for
Coast, aren't you,
Kids.
Keith?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
1877 Cars for Kids. KRS Cars for Kids.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
now
you
they
know,
changed it.
they'll come get it for nothing. So, and you can write that off on your taxes.
Well, yeah, or
No.
you just bring it to the scrapyard. And get some
North
money.
Carolina and Maryland are probably pretty close, are
Everything's far. I mean, even my own state, it's like 5 hours to get to the mountains.
Yeah.
That's to the
Yeah.
part I want to go to. Yeah.
North Carolina. You're in North, right? You're in North Carolina.
Yeah. I mean, even like
That's a big.
Pennsylvania is like 5 hours or something.
Honestly, Angie, if you got the title for it, what I'd do is snap pictures of it,
Mhm.
put that shit up on Car Trader or Offer Up, and sell it and let it pay for your divorce that you already paid for.
Oh, that's a nice idea too.
I mean, you know,
Yeah.
Or like
Yeah,
you
you
said,
need to
donate
get
it
some money.
and then take it off your taxes, and then let the money that was taken off your taxes, that paid for your divorce. You know, use that as a milestone.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're still kicking yourself in the butt because you had to pay for your divorce, right? Well, how much is that Jeep worth? 3 times that divorce, probably. So you can get a divorce, a new dress, go out to dinner, and have a good time.
Not if it's all tore apart. It's not.
But to a Jeepster, it may be if the body's good.
Yeah, but you know, if's awful big word for only 2 letters.
Yeah, but hey, offer up, cha-ching.
Hmm.
Somebody back a trailer up right into those blocks. Pow! Drop it right onto the trailer.
I've been known to do it myself.
Yeah, I mean, we like put a bumper jack up on one end and go ahead and jack it up on the other. Just back the fucker right up under it. It'd be gone. Trust me, if somebody buys it, it'll be gone quick. Everything.
Yeah.
Because they want everything. You know what I mean?
What about American Pickers? Get them a
There's
call.
there's
He's-
just
one
so
of
much
them's
stuff
dead
out
now?
there that I don't even know what it is or what it's worth. Tools and all
Well,
kinds
I mean, if I had an idea of what model it was and how much is there, I could tell you what you get out of it.
I'll go
There you
the
go.
next time I go out to it because it's like in the alley. It's not attached to my house.
Just take a look at the title. You got the title? It'll say the year model.
I don't have the title.
Oh, well, and there's a whole new dilemma.
1-877.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Yep. 1877 cars for kids.
1-877 stolen cars.
Not even that way. No. That's the cool thing
Yeah.
about donating a car. If it's on your property and it's been there,
Angie
and
is
all you have to do is put a basic lien on it and put an ad in the paper that you're tossing the fucking car. You know what I mean? What is it, 90 days, Chris?
depends on the state. I don't know what it is where she's at.
Yeah, but you could put a proverbial lien on the car. Just notify
So
the
here
DMV.
it's 60 days. So
Yeah, I think it's 90 out here. Notify the DMV and then put it in an ad in the paper in the classified stating that you have this vehicle and you're going to dispose of it within X amount of days. And you then, if he doesn't come to get it within that amount of time, then you might need to serve him though, depending on your state as well. But I don't think you have to, as long as you put an ad in the classifieds, right, Chris?
well, actually, I mean, you know, if their laws work anything like ours do, what I would do is I would put the ad in the paper like you say, but the vehicle is being held in lieu of storage charges, and storage charges are, you know, anything within reason, you know, you want to charge per day that it's supposedly sat there. And if it's not met by such and such time and all like that, then it'll be sold off to the highest bidder.
Yep.
And so that way, if you do get somebody that bites and they want it, and you say you set $1,200 as storage fee because it's been sitting there for a year or whatever,
Yeah.
and all like that, you know, somebody pays for it, they get the paperwork and all like that, they can go to DMV with it. You know, but again, I don't know how your laws work there, so I can't I can tell you for sure.
Could you imagine if it's a Willys, Chris?
Oh hell, if it's a Willys, I come up there and get the damn thing myself.
Title or not, huh? You figure that title out, huh? Here, let me help you, Angie.
Oh, I can damn sure get a title for it.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar. Willie's.
Well, might have your problem solved completely right now. And you get
Willie
a
is
collaboration with the YouTuber.
Husband, penis. Sammy. He says penis funny too. It's like peach. I always like for him to say peach because he goes, wait a minute.
I passed up an old
Peach.
Willie's truck a long time ago, Chris, and somebody that owed me money, bro, and I just didn't want him to get out that easy.
Penis. That's
Is what I thought. You know what I mean?
Right.
I passed it up.
Sorry.
Had the 350 conversion, but the engine was blown. You know what I mean? Body was straight as hell. But he owed me like $2,500 and I wanted my money. You know?
They're getting to where they're pretty hard to find nowadays. So
Yeah, it was yellow with Moonies. It was nice. But the engine was kerplupple.
Yeah, the newer Jeeps, they just don't have the old school look to them. Like the Broncos, it looks decent. I mean, but
as
yeah,
far
the
as,
Jeeps, they don't look.
as far as the new
Classic.
ones goes, they're all junk.
Yeah, I'm sure they.
There's a guy around here cruising a Gladiator 6x6. It's cool as
Which
hell.
is like the truck, right? Yeah.
I sent somebody a picture of that. Hold on here.
Yeah, $110,000 Jeep.
Yeah. Yep. Who did I send that to? Damn it.
Yeah, man, I like the Land Cruisers, the new Toyotas. They're more like retro looking, but I mean, yeah, I'm not buying any of that crap. That's too expensive. Keep my freaking car.
Well, I mean, hell, nowadays to get a new truck, you know.
Yeah, I'm not buying anything new.
You
They're
about
a lot
got
of
to
money.
then finance a house to buy one.
Yeah,
There it
it's what I'm buying used. Whatever. Oh shoot, I've never seen that dually.
That's a Gladiator 6x6, 6-wheel drive, fucking Jeep. The rear tires articulate, are not articulate, but they what do they call that? That's not articulating. What is that, Chris? They steer.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So like
I
when
was
he
trying to
turns,
figure out what this was.
yes, they steer.
Yeah, that
Articulate
sounds
articulate is
expensive.
this. I don't know what that's called, but except for steering. But they like I seen him turn in the corner and the wheels went out like this as he was
Yeah,
turning
and
to the
they,
left.
yeah, that's
So,
kind of cool.
I had an old school Honda Prelude that did that. You remember those Preludes, Chris? The ones that had
Yeah.
the rear wheel
Yep,
steering?
I've owned a couple over the years.
That's a fun car. I had it like it was on rails, man. That was a fun car.
Hey,
Great.
Chris.
Drop into third and hit a turn.
Chris and everybody else. I had another car question. Okay. If I have the VIN number for an old car that I had that was sold a long time ago.
Yes, you could find it.
Really?
Yes,
If it hadn't been junked.
if it hasn't been junked.
Oh my God. How do I do that?
Been searched.
It was my dad's. It was a 68 Firebird convertible. Oh.
You can go to the DMV.
Yeah, you go DMV and you get them to do a title search. Now, that doesn't mean they're going to tell you where the car is.
Nope.
They'll just tell you if it still exists or not.
Oh my God. I want it. I want it back.
Mhm.
What? I'll have to.
Good luck nowadays.
It's like a Smokey and the Bandit type of car.
There's not too many people want to
Oh,
sell their.
I got
their
a picture of
classic
it. It
I
was
don't know,
blue.
65 Galaxies, she might be able to get it back.
No, she said it was a Firebird.
Or fire. Or I'm thinking Thunderbird. That's,
What is it, Angie?
I don't know.
It's
Yeah, I don't know what the Firebird is.
68 Pontiac Firebird.
Oh, it's a Firebird.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a picture.
Uh,
From
well,
1986.
good luck.
Yeah, because that was his 60, 68, 69, where this when it came to the Firebirds, they were the sought after ones, right, Chris? Because that was the Camaro looking one.
Well, the first gen. So
Yeah.
67 to 69 was the first gen.
Where is the damn picture?
So, and yeah, they are sought after. So if the car hasn't been wrecked, it's a safe bet it's in somebody's collection.
And then they have a what they call a govern.
There
Oh
it
yeah.
is.
Good luck.
Oh, it's a convertible too. Dang.
Even if it's a rust bucket, more than likely. Good luck out there. Richard Rollins.
Yeah, that
probably,
looks nice.
okay. Richard Rollins probably got his hands on that.
God, it was so beautiful.
Either that or it got sold out to somebody in Japan.
Well, I mean, then again, it could have rusted through, older drop tops.
Yeah.
They tend to split right there at the back, because there's no roof there and water tends to leak down into the bodies.
Yeah.
And so I'm not saying that did happen. I'm just saying it's a strong possibility that it could have happened.
You could find it with a little work. Maybe go to a used car dealer, see if you can pay them a little bit of money, because they would probably have an easier chance of finding where it is than you would. Am I right or wrong, Chris? Because they got more access through the DMV database, don't they?
Not really.
Not really? No?
So the only time that they would have, anything more or less is if they are looking for a car that they're trying to repossess, that they've got a lien on it, that, people won't pay for it and they're trying to find it so they can get it back.
Yeah.
So say somebody stole it, then you're going to get arrested for a false report, but you still find it.
Well, somebody did kind of. Well, they didn't steal it, but they
Got it for a
lied
good
to
price.
me and said that it needed to be titled in their name so that they could put it on their insurance so they could drive it back and forth to the garage because they were going to fix it for me. And I fell for it and I signed it over, and well, that was all she wrote.
Well, if that's the case, yeah, I'd say you just forget about it. So
Yeah. It was like Charlottesville, Virginia, it was like way far away. And the guy that he sold it to, and he was older then, so I'm sure that place isn't still around. I don't know.
His grandkids driving it.
Yeah.
100% restored. Root beer brown, black top, Krager SS's. Yep.
I think that's what it had on it.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I just described the picture I saw. Those were the wheels back then. Some daisies. Right. Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't it nice to have a nice set of daisies on there instead of some centerline pizza cutters and fat old centerlines on the back? I liked the Krager SS's better.
I was always old school Krager, either that or the classic Keystones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. I used to go out on the dual highway and race guys. It would be so much fun. I had a 350 V8 in that bad boy, and I knew how to drive it too. They ate my dust. And I used to love it when I would come up on the on a stop sign, and you would be slowing down, drop it down into a lower gear, and it goes, oh, it does that growl. It's like, oh, that's hot. Damn. They don't make them like that anymore.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I was just stupid. I got taken for a ride.
Well, it happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple cars I regret getting rid of, that's for sure.
Oh, that one. Because that was my dad's, and then he died.
Yeah, boy.
And I had to buy it. I was only 14 years old, and I had to drain my savings and buy his car and his ball cap, for that matter, because my step monster sold
Cheers,
everything.
TJ, brother. Good to see you.
Everything come out all right, Sammy?
I was just going to say, Sammy just came back 6 pounds lighter. How was that pizza and
He
salad,
looks
Sammy?
lighter. He looks lighter. You know?
Keyword is roughage, Sammy. Keyword is roughage.
Just dusting it off.
Is that another VB, Sammy?
Nah, this is a lager.
That looks
Damn,
refreshing.
I thought it had a pull string in it for a minute.
And that's the that's your big spaceship glass, isn't it?
Yeah,
Nice.
With the pull string.
with the dildo on the. Look at the dildo on it.
Yeah, so why the light shines a pull string.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so your light is some kind of circular thing, maybe.
I didn't know where you were going with the whole dildo thing. Oh, that's cool. Did you make that?
No, it's
No,
actually a
nice.
grinder.
Oh, jeez.
My
Oh,
wife
it's a-
bought it for me a long time ago. It's a Death Star grinder.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I just uncovered it not too long ago. I forgot about it, and then I found it, and now I can't forget about it.
Yeah.
For grinding spices.
Until I put it up again and forget about it.
All I have is gummies. I have no weed.
I was
need
trying to
gummies
think of a
soap.
song with "Forget About," and I just couldn't think of one.
This is the kind of smoke I got.
Ooh.
Is that chewing tobacco?
Nice.
Or
It's like some White Widow.
Flower. Oh, White Widow's good.
Uh,
I think
Yeah,
I'm
we had
gonna
to
start
poo-poo.
growing my own. Yeah. I'm gonna grow my own pot.
I guess it'd be cool, but
All of a sudden, Angie's living in Montana. She's got fields
Probably
all around
legal
her.
there. Yeah.
The
These are
hills are alive.
the helicopter,
She's neighbours with Kanye West.
helicopters go to fly over her house, and it's all red roofed.
Yeah.
SWAT team comes in. Ooh. Mm.
Be jumping up for the canvas pool,
Yeah, I think
standing in a ladder
we're.
trying to repair it. Good old Cheech and Chongage.
I think I can only have 2 plants, so I can just raise them in one of the
That's
spare
probably still a lot, I'm sure.
bedrooms.
My mom thought my sister had the prettiest tomato plants that she used to water, but for some reason she always wondered why they never kicked out tomatoes.
Oh no!
No, she knew what they were. She just used to talk shit. She knew exactly what they were. We had in between. We had back houses at our house. Ooh, beef stick. No. I can only eat the turkey once, so go pound sand.
That's a good. Oh, yeah,
He's all turkey. This one's kangaroo.
That was my lunch, yeah. Some
Whoa.
freaking hot and
If
spicy.
they were kangaroo, that'd be right.
Steaks.
What's kangaroo taste like?
McDonald's.
It's
a Kango with
pretty
roux in it.
gamey. It's like it's sort of in between beef and chicken, but really gamey.
McDonald's.
Ooh.
Mm.
Yeah.
Sammy, what was in that stir fry last night? You said it was pretty spicy.
tried
I was making some spicy
That would
Yeah,
be
so
cool.
I
two
got
jalapenos.
whatever the hottest chilies were in the supermarket.
Oh gosh, habanero.
They weren't Carolina Reapers, but they were something sort of similar.
Jeez, yeah.
I cut it up real fine, put it in there with some Chinese. What's the chili paste or whatever it is, the Chinese stuff you get. I cooked it in with that, and it was like a honey sesame sauce, noodles, all the vegetables you can pretty much get, and then chicken.
Oh, that's
Real good.
What did you do? A
Yeah.
stir fry?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Chili
I just do like
paste.
jalapenos.
Yeah,
It's
the
not-
chili
it
paste
wasn't
was fucking awesome.
gochujang. Or...
Yeah, hang on. I'll go get it.
That's a little more girthy than a Slim Jim. What brand
Slim
is that
Jims
meat
are-
stick you got there, Sammy?
Oh yeah, Slim Jims are too greasy. I've noticed like
Slim
they're-
Jims are greasy. Ah.
Yeah, it's like it's disgusting. Takes away from the flavor. Like
Mm-hmm.
I
I
eat
like
don't
a
wanna
good
make-
summer
steak,
sausage
thank
and
you.
some cheese.
I'm
oh,
all about the girth, Angie. It's all good.
Me too, brother. Me too. Oh, okay. That's the chili.
Yeah,
pepper.
whatever
that looks
that
like
is.
some
Yeah, that's hot.
authentic
It-
stuff.
it-
Yeah, I
hang
don't
on,
know what.
I'll blow myself up.
King Jong
Yeah,
So
whatever
you're
that shit is, put that in
You're
with
closer
any
to
like
China, right? So
any
yeah.
stir fry or noodle dish or whatever, and it's fucking
Yeah, I've
unreal.
seen that in restaurants.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like
Lao Gan
Yeah.
Ma.
oily ass like chili seed.
Yeah, that chili paste is. that
Lao
is
Gan
good.
Ma.
Yeah,
Lagama.
it's kind of like a hot relish almost.
What's in for you?
A rot hellish.
What's happening, Keith?
Did I say?
Cheers,
What
Pete.
did I say? Oh boy, the gummies are kicking in now. Hot.
What about it, Keith?
what did I say?
This
Relish.
is where it gets confusing because at times I've been asked about Keith, and it's like, do you mean Keith or Keith? Keith.
Oh yeah,
Keith
that's what I thought. I was like,
Keith's
oh, I
up
didn't
on
know.
panel, and Keith is in the chat.
Keith, come
Yeah,
up
it's
on
like-
panel, and then we'll have Keith and Keith. Oh, that
Well,
would,
then I can leave. I can clear things up. I get out.
that would be fantastic. Yeah, come up here, Keith. Come on,
Cheers, mate.
Keith and Keith.
So Keith is in Ireland.
My little love muffin.
So a new neighbor across the street came over today. Said, just wanted to let you know, next week I'm going to be having a party, and you don't mind, do you? Do you think I fucking mind?
That's
You know what I
good.
mean?
That's good. That's good.
Party
for
on,
now.
have a
It's
good
nice that
fucking
he came over
time.
to
Yeah.
play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and no, it was great. It was great that they came over and they asked, they invited, stuff like that.
Yeah, and you would have been like, "Fuck yeah, man, go
Yeah,
for it."
I told her that's the cool thing about like our little neighborhood right here. Everybody knows each other, and even if they don't get along with one another, they still have courtesy for one another. So they're not
Yeah.
going to sit there and be an asshole and call the cops or anything. If there's an issue, they'll say something. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Yeah.
that's the one thing we all kind of watch out for each other. Whether even though I beat up the neighbor's son, him and the father and I get along great. You know what I mean? So he watches out just like I
Well,
watch
the
out
son
for
probably
him.
deserved it.
Well, kinda, yeah.
Oops. Did I
I
say
didn't punch him. I just
There's
choked him
nothing
out.
worse though. Like I know of neighbours where whenever they've had a party, the other neighbour will call up the cops straight away.
Yeah, that's
It's
chicken
like
shit,
so
bro.
fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, that's chicken shit, bro.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that's chicken shit. If
Well,
you
yeah,
got an
it is-
issue with something, go over and knock on the door.
Yeah.
You know?
Especially if
Be
it's
that fucking
inside,
guy.
yeah.
Unfortunately, if it's something that gnarly, be that fucking guy. Don't be
Yeah.
that guy
See,
that calls the fucking cops.
I miss the
You know?
day, like when I was a kid, our neighbourhood, like we had this good community spirit where everyone like looked out for each other and got on and
Yeah,
like all hung out together and that. You don't get any of that shit these days. It's like
No.
fucking ridiculous.
well, that's the cool thing is even if you don't get along over here, dude, they still watch out for one another. They're not going to be
Yeah.
like, oh, fuck his stuff. You know what I mean? Like, they're not like that, bro. So, I mean, like we
Now,
had some
see, here
break-
we go. Justin here, and he's in Melbourne. Classic example. Look at that.
What now? What I don't know what that means. What does an intervention mean? Order.
But in the same breath, though, too, it's not like they're doing guitar solos on the roof. So if there's any gnarliness going on,
Yeah.
then I mean, be considerate of your neighbors.
Yeah.
Is that just like somebody called the cops or something or what?
Would have been like maybe there's been some sort of trouble between them, and the neighbour's been
Yeah.
a real cunt.
No
in
more
there.
of this. If you do any more of this, then we're
Yeah.
going to do
Yeah.
this.
No, not like an intervention. Like
awful.
you need to
I'd
stop.
say he's like,
drinking
if he
this.
like me, he's got neighbours that are absolute fucking assholes.
Good warnings.
Oh, that's
Not like a
that's
drug
awful.
intervention. Like
That's awful when you have fucking assholes for neighbors.
Yeah,
I've
no,
had-
it's
Yeah.
It's
I've
somebody
heard-
knocked at the door and said, "Don't do this anymore," and then they came back and said, "Hey, you need to stop doing this," and then they came back and said, "Hey, it's really getting annoying. If you keep doing this, we're going to arrest you, or we're going to do this, or we're going to fine you, or we're going to do this." That's like a third time you're out sort of thing, I would imagine. Because that's what they like out here. That's what they do. They warn you twice, and then the third time it's trouble. Unless it's out of hand, then they just shut you down from the gate.
Our cops don't do anything here.
Yeah.
Nothing.
that's good.
They didn't even take a report when somebody broke into my damn garage on Thanksgiving.
They don't really care around here. Like I'm sure you guys have heard the Mexican music just blaring in the background when I've had the garage open in the summer at like 8, 9 o'clock at night. And boom, 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 boom. That's don't matter. They're going on until 2 a.m. Fuck it. Why not?
Mm.
Yeah, I don't mind like noise and parties and stuff.
It gets turned down a little bit, 11, 12 o'clock. People turn their shit down a little bit, but you can still hear them.
The only time I hate partying is if it's a weeknight and it's like early hours of the morning and you have to work that morning. That's when
Yeah,
it's
well,
fun.
that's true. Yeah.
That's where the consideration.
Yeah, I used to have these young neighbours, and they used to get fried like weeknights, and they'd be playing like rap music at 4 a.m. and I'd be going to work at 6 a.m. It's like, fuck that shit.
No warnings, huh? So they just came
Yeah.
over and said, "You're fucked. Get out of here. Oi, leave. Time to quit the party."
Yeah.
All right, Sammy. I think I'm gonna head out, buddy.
Later, Chris.
Cheers,
Yeah, I
brother.
think
Good to see you,
gotta-
Chris. It's been a minute.
I'm gonna go for a bike ride in the morning.
So
Well,
thanks
do
for
it.
having me up. I appreciate it.
Good to see you,
Yeah.
Chris.
Thanks
good
for
to see you,
chiming in, dude. It's good to see you. Good
Good
to
seeing
hang out for a
y'all.
while.
Y'all have a good morning. We'll see ya.
You too.
Hit me up,
Chris.
man.
Take care.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll see y'all later. I'm gonna head out.
No
too.
worries,
Yeah,
Steve.
my
Thanks
friend's
for
bar is
coming,
having
brother.
a grand
I'm gonna go
opening.
grab
Always
another
welcome,
diet
dude.
tea. I'll be right back.
Use that
Okay.
tomorrow.
Yeah, so you're
Yeah.
going on a bike ride tomorrow?
Yeah, they got some chicken cutlet sandwich. So there's some food there, but yeah, that's what I'm excited to try. Some spicy chicken.
Well, if I'm going to
cutlet
take a bike
sandwich.
ride, there better be food involved.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
so-
that too. Yeah, and then
That
it's a big
makes sense.
outdoor space. Yeah, I mean, I need to get outside and do
Yeah.
something.
Oh, yeah.
But
Well,
I'll
have fun. I hope you have good weather.
Cheers, bro. Thanks for joining. As I said,
Yes, sir.
always welcome, brother.
yeah, thanks for having me in. See if that Christmas tree's down next time.
Oh, right. Not you two.
Bye.
Bye.
Angus is hanging at my feet. He knows it's like nearly tea time. He's just like
Oh.
standing there like, feed me.
Well, he saw you eat those 2 meat sticks, and he's like,
Yeah.
you could throw a bone down here. If you
And
want."
I've pulled out the old Chinese crispy oil, and he's got a bit excited.
My God, don't give him that. He'll be shitting fire. Oh, Jesus.
the backyard will be all lit up.
Oh, my heavens. No warnings in Australia. I know, man. I would love to come to Australia, but I'm afraid I would get in trouble. I would. I
Yeah,
would break
pretty
some
strict,
rule.
pretty harsh laws with certain things.
Yeah. And I would be a dumbass and do something wrong, not realizing, and oh my God.
What was that noise? Is that you or Dorito?
I don't know. I heard the bang.
Ding!
I don't think it's me.
Bleh.
No, it doesn't look. No, it doesn't look like it's me.
Ding! It's
Now
not
we
your
get the
fire
ding and the
alarm,
beep
so-
going, and that would be really cool if we could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened yesterday. Like, I was ready to join, and then I think I just...
No, I was like, and Sammy said, "Who's going live next?" And I said,
Yeah, because I
"Now,
was
don't
keen
you
to
guys
kick
say-"
on. I think the whole, like, maybe just getting back to work and working the week, I think it just got the better of me. I think I just got real
Yeah.
tired and crashed.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
I had that triple IPA, and then I woke up and it was
Yeah.
like mid-afternoon. I'm like, fuck.
I actually, full disclosure, I went live twice last night
Mm,
and ended it because I had like one viewer. I'm just
yeah.
like, I mean,
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
good.
If I had seen the second one, I know I fell asleep like twice, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
was
I
probably
waited a little
asleep
bit
both
and
times.
then I thought, all right, well, I'll try it again and see.
Yeah.
I think I
And
went up on
still, yeah,
somebody's.
no good the second time. Yeah, it was a bit
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, well, shit.
Mm. Sometimes though, I think it's YouTube just playing with us.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Oh, I
like
do
you sort of
too.
have to battle it out. You got to fight it out and withstand it, and then all of a sudden, people start coming in.
Yeah. They screw around with the algorithms and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh, Angie, I hear him.
yeah. He's getting excited because I've got this in my hand, and he thinks he's going to get food.
Angie, no. It might
Angie, do you
feel
wanna-
good going in, but
Angie,
it's not
do you
for
want to be
kids.
shitting through the eye of the needle for the next 3 days?
You want to see the old, you want to see the old man what bike the wife bought me?
Ooh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
that's
hey,
rad.
awesome. I would totally get a bike like that because I wouldn't fall off of it.
I see
Right?
the color. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like your favorite color is green, like me.
Yeah,
Is that
green
right?
and blues, teal
Yeah.
actually, like turquoise and teal. I like those are my
I
Yeah,
colors.
get
see, my 2 favorite colors is like that sort of green and like purple. So that's why I was always a massive Kawasaki fan because quite often the
Yeah, that's
colours are
Kawasaki green is one of my favorite colors.
Yes.
fucking hell.
Yes.
Always has been, like lime green, lollipop green.
They're
Yeah.
jumpers and
You just got to look. You just
Like
got to look at
green,
the
purple.
name things on this stream right now.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, fucking oath.
That is really nice. I love that.
Yeah. She wanted me to get a beach cruiser, but I'm like, no. If we're, I want gears.
Cruiser? What's a beach cruiser?
A beach cruiser is like, you don't know what a beach cruiser is?
Mm-mm.
Here, hold on.
Beep.
Beep.
I'm going to try that. I'm going to do the damsel in distress and go down to the local fire department and see what happens.
Hers is like this one. Hers is like this one, but it's black.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I've seen those down at Ocean City on the boardwalk. They run them out. Okay. Yeah, they're nice too. But see, those 2-wheelers, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'd fall off because my balance is terrible.
Well,
But
a
the
beach cruiser is cool.
2-wheelers, 2 wheels on the back though, you don't have that problem.
You don't have that problem at all. You just go ahead, and it's a 7-speed, so I can go ahead and just coast, freewheel along.
I like
not
it.
this one single crank bullshit where you're to keep up to shit.
Yeah. When you're on a BMX and you're riding to work and you're like, fuck this.
Yeah. Where you're riding the bike doing this shit. It's
Yeah.
going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
I had so many. I used to get my bicycle taken away from me at least once a week. My dad would be like, "Get it in the carport." He was so pissed. Well, because the one time I ran into his Thunderbird and scratched the trunk.
Oops.
My thing went just great. Yeah, I got my ass beat for that. But anyway, I'm not good on bikes. Split my entire chin wide open because I was racing my sister. She was in front of me, and my front tire rubbed against her back tire. And that was it. And my bike flew up in the air, and I flew up in the air, and I came down on my chin. Oh my God. It's terrible.
I almost got a 28-inch Mongoose BMX, the big ones, the big BMX ones. They're not even that expensive anymore. Like a Mongoose is only a couple $100 now. You know?
Really?
Yeah.
They're the ones with the chunky tires, right?
Yeah, that one I don't think is the chunky tire. No, it's just a BMX, but it's a full size, like a man size BMX. It's not a 20, 24, 26 inch. It's a 28 or a 30 inch.
Yeah.
So it looks kind of like almost like a mountain bike, but BMX.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? That size. Bigger tires, a little bit, but not much. Not like the big tire ones. Those are cool bikes too, but those are cruisers, beach cruisers, stuff like that. Big tire.
Yeah. You all right, Sammy? You're looking a little snoozy.
No, I'm good.
Your eyelids are looking a little heavy there for a second. And they were like,
Is that beer kicking in, you cunt? Excuse my French there. Or excuse my Australian, Angie.
"Oh no, that's all right. I say cunt all the time. It's okay."
No, I was saying that in the underogatory manner of Australianism.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. No worries. You can't offend me.
It's like kicking him in the dingham.
Kicking in the dinger.
In the dingham.
I noticed when you were leaving and you said the word penis that I like the way you say that word too. It's just like peach with ness on the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. I can't do it because you go.
I'll have to say it in a more dirty, whispery form.
Christ, I'll slide off my chair. Don't even. Uh-oh. Oh, now see, those gummies are officially kicking in, and I'm now smutting this stream up. You're welcome.
With the gummies, do they have like different flavors?
Yeah, I've
Yes.
got
Yeah.
these are cotton.
So it's just like normal gummies, but then they've got
Yeah.
like weed.
They've got marijuana in them.
Yeah.
Reefer.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
You ever going
And,
to come to America, Sammy?
Yep. In like 35 years.
Hang on a minute.
Nah,
35
hopefully-
years.
Hopefully in the next couple of years sometime.
Well, it'll have, yeah, don't wait 35 because I can't say I'll still be on this earth. But I
Yeah,
mean, if
no,
I'm
it's
still
more-
alive,
yeah.
you've got a place to stay in Maryland.
It's
Okay.
what happen. Whatever happens with Angus, and then work, and I'm hoping to go over there in at least the next 3 years.
I said, just
Can you hear that?
Yeah. He's got a
Jack
fleet.
just got up and he had a little itch, and he goes, and then it stopped.
I love it. You could just box crate them up, stick them on a plane.
Fuck that! It costs so much.
How-
How'd you
I
pay
think
for it?
that I think they have to go into quarantine for like weeks or something if you do that. So it's
The
not
dog?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I think you get them cleared before they even leave your home there.
Yeah. it'd be unreal if I could take them with me on the holiday. That'd be sick.
Oh
What
my
kind of-
god, yeah.
What kind of dog is he?
Oh, Jack, the younger one, like he's a crossbreed. He's like
Pointer.
Border Collie, Kelpie, and Curly Retriever.
So he's not a small dog. Neither one of them are small dogs.
No, they're both big.
Yeah, that's a fucked up trip.
But Angus is like really old Labrador. That doesn't have long to live, so that's why it's like,
Yeah, that might be a harder trip on him than anything.
yeah,
Yeah,
That's kind of a
true.
long distance, makes some anxiety for
Yeah.
sure, dude.
yeah.
Well, I've got 4 bedrooms upstairs. So each dog could have their own room and you could have yours.
Yeah.
And you're close to the capital of the United States. You could go to DC, you go to Baltimore, go up the East Coast, see Treehouse and all the fellas up that way, and then go back down. You go down and see Drewy in Florida and Elbow. God, I want to meet Elbow. Love him.
Yeah, Elbow's a fucking legend.
He is a legend. He's such a good guy. Love him.
Look at Angie's little mini toolbox. Oh, here, I'll pull up the pink one.
Hey, that's nice. I could use that for my brushes.
Little tiny one. It's only, see, let's see if they could show the actual size here. It is 4.6 inches deep by 4.8 inches tall by 8 inches long.
So it's
So
like
it's
like a desktop kind of thing. Yeah.
yeah, it's like a little tiny, maybe like that big by
Yeah.
that big by that tall.
I used to have one of those desktop filing cabinets like that. It was
Oh yeah,
yeah, and it actually worked. You could pull the drawers out and stuff.
yeah. This one actually has pull-out drawers and everything like that. It would be perfect for like makeup brushes, I guess.
Mhm.
Freaking Temu, man. That's all I gotta say is fucking Temu. It's so much cool shit. I just keep getting it, getting it, getting it.
You're addicted to Temu.
It's got so many cool knickknacks, and the shit is not that bad. It's not,
Yeah.
I mean, they're
So
close.
have you bought a fair bit off it, or you're just sort of looking at it all?
Yeah, I bought the 5-in-1 press. I still got to unbox it and set it up on the table and stuff, but I just got my stainless steel table. I bought a
Yeah.
5-in-1 heat press from there.
Yeah.
I spent a little bit of money, but I've got a shitload of free stuff. Shitload of free stuff. Stuff I don't really need, but
Mm.
it was free, so I need it. I mean, like a camping hammer. What the fuck do I need to buy a camping hammer for? I didn't buy a camping hammer, but I got one for free because I bought a pop-up.
Oh, see? Yeah.
So the pop-up has the spikes that you knock into the ground. So I use the camping hammer to knock the spikes into the ground, and it's got the little hook pull that I can use to pull the spikes. So that's what it's for, is doing the spikes. So I bought the pop-up, so the hammer was free. Why not?
Doritos Temu Seconds. That's his new site.
Hey, I have not really. We did that one live stream showing the axes, and that's about it. I still have the Temu table over here. Don't get it twisted. See, here's the Temu table, but there's a lot of stuff I've taken off of it. Dude, I still got a holographic fan. It's like I got 2 of those. They're 3D. They do 3D.
Oh,
like
is that they're just a circle, but they don't have anything, but the wind comes out of the circle?
no, it's no wind. It's actually a fan that just spins, and it's not a fan that blows, but it spins and got all kinds of lights, and it makes a holographic picture.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fucking
That
cool.
sounds pretty cool.
It's
Now
real cool
that I
on leash.
like. Yeah.
Yeah, So I got one of them. I got to put that one together, and then I'm going to link them both together so I can make a bigger. Yeah,
Wow.
it's cool.
You know, I did get a couple things from Temu. It was like a year ago or so, but I can't afford to get anything now. But
I want to get an emu from Temu.
I get it through PayPal, so it's secure
Be
anyways.
careful.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Be
So-
careful. Listen, emus, they're nasty fuckers. Let me tell you. Because I was feeding one, okay, and I had emu food in a little paper bag, and I went up to his fence and he stuck his neck through, and I was feeding him out of my hand, and he grabbed a hold of that fucking bag right out of my other hand and just pulled it right through that. Oh, nasty. Flapping his damn wings at me, gonna flog me. I'm like, hell no, you can just go on, emu, get out.
At least he didn't treat you like your rabbit did.
Hey, he was hungry.
That's true. That is, yeah. I told that
He-
story the other night on somebody's stream.
He didn't get it out like old mate.
No, I mean it's an emu. I don't even know where his thingy is, so I wasn't looking. You know.
It's in his neck.
Well, a reindeer though. A reindeer, he started doing this thing because, all right, full disclosure, I don't give a fuck if it's too much information. It's nature. I was on the rag, okay, so and I didn't know you shouldn't go to the zoo. You know, sorry,
I'm
but
sorry.
I didn't know that that women shouldn't go to the zoo when it's that time of the month, and why not? And that's stupid. And this reindeer was like, doing this with his hoof, like in the dirt, and came charging at me. And I'm like, what the hell? And the guy from the zoo, he said, if it's and explained, I was like, fuck. I said, that makes sense. I said, I guess I really shouldn't get in the ocean during that time either, huh? And he's like, no. I feel like a big jelly donut for a shark. Oh my God. How gross is that? Sorry, Sammy. Oh boy. Look, Sammy's about to kick me from the stream because I'm talking about women's menstrual cycles.
Nah, I couldn't
on
give a
his
fuck.
stream.
It's fun.
Good old Flo. Damn bitch visits once a month.
Well, I don't miss
I
that
told
shit
you
at
the
all.
story about Angus, didn't I?
No.
When Angus was younger, we used to go to the beach all the time. Normally we'd walk there, but it got to a point where we used to go to a further away part, so I'd drive. He'd always be in the passenger seat, just me and him. And we'd start going up the hill towards the beach, and he knew exactly where he was, and he'd get really excited.
Yay.
Anyway, one day he got overstimulated, and his little red rocket come out his lipstick,
Oh no.
and he fucking sprayed everywhere, all over the front window. And I'm like, oh my youth.
Oh my God, he really was excited.
He was extremely excited for another swim at the beach.
Could you imagine pulling up to the light next to somebody and that happening?
And I'll just never forget when I got home. It's like, oh, the fucking biggest mess I had to clean up. I'm like,
Oh my God, I can only imagine.
Ugh.
God.
But it was good. It was good to know that at least there's something in his life that makes him extremely happy.
Would you like a
Yeah.
cream filled donut?
Yeah.
It was
well,
almost like, because it was the one and only time I ever seen that happen. It was like a young, like a prepubescent male having
really
a
would
wet
hope you
dream.
wouldn't see it
Right.
again.
That's sort of what
yes.
it was like equivalent to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he knows I'm talking about him now. He's going, you cunt.
Look, and he's probably like, "How dare you talk about that?"
He
I
just
told
heard
you
the word
never
beach
to tell
and he got
anybody
excited.
about that.
Now
Oh my
you
God.
watch what I tell the other dogs about you.
Yeah.
I was taking my
Yeah,
master out one time.
when he
and
was
went and got
younger,
drunk.
the lipstick used to come out all the time. I'm like, oh, for fuck's
Oh my
sake.
god, dude. Well, on that note, it's time to go play a video game.
That was a fun story, though. It's kind of funny, you know.
Cool story, bro.
And you can't get mad at him. You can't, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's just happy. Like, yeah.
He was happy, and it was just
Yeah.
you know, a physical reaction to that. You can't, you know.
Mm.
Yeah.
It was like when we because we used to go out swimming like real deep together because he's like a water dog. And he'd get excited and he'd try and get up on my back and scratch the fuck out of me.
Oh my
And I
God, my
couldn't
sister's
really-
lab.
He
Yeah.
I
was
couldn't
trying to
really
dip
get
that
angry
river.
because I know he's just like having fun and like
Yeah.
it's like he thinks that you're like stressing because you're in deep water and you can't stand up.
And
And
they
it's
try
like
to
he's
save
trying
you.
to save you, like help
Yep.
you. But if anything, it's like fucking hurting you and
Oh my God, they
Bringing you
disembowel
down.
you with those nails. Jesus Christ.
yeah,
My
yeah.
sister's black lab used to do it every time I go swim out in the deep end of the pool. And he would
Yeah.
come out and he'd be,
yeah.
I was like, Jesus Christ. Percy, I'm fine. God
Have you
bless
seen the footage of the Labrador? I think it sort of went viral recently, and it's pissing down rain, and the lady's yelling out for a lab to come inside, and he's just in the pool, like fucking splashing around, like having the time of his life.
I don't think I've seen that one, but I did see the one where the woman had the two labs and it was pouring down rain and they couldn't go swimming out in the pool. So she
Yeah.
took them to an indoor pool with all these other dogs.
No,
It
I
was like
never
a big
seen that
fucking
one.
pool party. It was
Yeah.
great. Oh
That's
my
pretty
God.
cool.
Oh, it was so, and they're just so happy and they're like, you know, splashing around. It was cute.
Yeah, they fucking love the water.
Yeah. And Percy would, like, if we had pool toys in there, like noodles and shit like that, he'd go down the steps because it was in ground. He'd go down the steps and he'd take one pool noodle and take it out and put it outside the pool, go back in.
Yeah.
And he would do that with every toy in the pool. He was a good boy.
I'm just going to the loo. I'll be back.
I'll see you in 20 years. Keep it up. I know you're still there.
You're a saint, Angie.
I'm gonna get out of here.
All right, Dorito. It's good
We'll
seeing
see you
you.
later.
Yeah, definitely.
See you, Sammy.
Have a good weekend, rest of your weekend.
Oh yeah, I'll be around later on. I might even come back later. I don't know.
Cool.
I'm pretty
Sammy and I have been known to go like 9 hours, so we'll see what happens.
Oh. Talk to you later.
Okay. Yeah. So, oh God, I hope he doesn't take a long time. God, this happens way too often with me, where I'm left alone on someone's stream. Then it's just my little stand-up comedy show. Yes, indeed. Wait, where am I at? Oh, I'm in the wrong window. Hang on a minute. I don't even know who I'm talking to. Is anybody watching? I hope he didn't take a long time. Who's that guy? Oh my God, are you kidding me? No. Oh boy.
Yes.
Hi. Hi. You're back. Hi. I'm gonna have another gummy, I think. This is fun.
Did you see my street sign?
Yes, I love it. You need to hang it. Yeah.
It's so
Keith,
rad.
look at that. Look at that, Keith. Oh, Short Straw, you're still here too. Yay. I love it. You need to hang it up behind you next to the.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I might go to Sydney for 3 days instead of 2 because it's a public holiday the day the concert's on. So I'm thinking I might be able to go on the Sunday, stay Sunday night, stay Monday night, and come back on the Tuesday. So I'll still take Wednesday off work. So I only need to take 2 days off work. But
I would
it should be
definitely
pretty
do
good.
that. Yeah.
And I'm thinking if I've got enough like marrow bones and water and stuff for the dogs, I still think they'd be all right if I'm only gone for 2.5 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just need to be able to have access to the backyard and sort of inside. So I might just get some temporary fencing and sort of close off a certain section of the backyard. So at least they can still go out there and do their business and stuff, but can still sort of sleep out of the cold.
Yeah.
I know I'd save a lot more money if I do that instead of taking them to a fucking kennel and costing like half a fucking
and they're gonna
$1,000.
gonna feel better being home.
Yeah, exactly. If they got plenty of bones, they're right. There's no drama. Like it's more about the being able to sleep inside, but being able to poop and wee outside. You just want that balance. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's going to be in the middle of winter.
Rush back.
It's going to be winter time as well. So like you don't want them outside the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah. Short Straw's still here.
Yeah, cool.
Keith,
yeah,
my little
I'm thinking about putting it up behind me, dude.
Yeah, that's what I said, Keith. Like next to the flag above his head.
That'd be cool.
Ooh, yeah. Good thinking. Good thinking.
Yeah.
Joe, what's going on,
Cheers,
Giuseppe?
Joe. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're well. How's your weekend been up in Sydney, dude?
Oh, God.
I cleaned the bathroom this morning, and every time I walk in and out, it's like that smell you get in like a hospital bathroom or like, when you just, all you can smell is chemicals.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good to have a clean bathroom, but it's just not a very pleasant smell.
Yeah. Yeah. Sterile is a good, yeah. It smells sterile.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is a good thing, but not
fucking oath it
is. Keith, when you said look at these two beauties, were you talking about Sammy and I, or were you talking about these two beauties? Oh boy. All right, no more gummies. That's it. I'm drawing the line.
I want to hear his response.
Hello, ladies.
Hello, nurse.
Fun weekend going well. Went to a German pub in the Rocks.
Cool.
Nice.
So the rocks in Sydney is like sort of the older area of Sydney. Yeah, it's like very historical. There's a lot of criminal activity there back in the day, really old buildings and stuff. Like Pretty cool. Pretty cool
Wow.
area.
Oh, awesome.
Sort of down close to where the harbour and that is.
Oh, wow. That would be nice. Yeah.
That's the area everyone knows of Sydney, like the
Where the
Opera House and
lighthouse is.
the Harbour Bridge and
Yeah. All right. No, you don't have to twist my arm out. No, I just ate another one, so I'm gonna have to, you know, wait the
yeah, it'd be
appropriate.
it'd be so cool just to try them and see the effect it has on me.
The gummies? Oh yeah.
Yeah. They sound like not only they'd be like awesome as far as the effect you're getting that, but they sound like they'd be tasty as well.
They are extremely
It's like having a magical lolly. You're like, oh, this is awesome, but then you're like, you get an effect from it. It's like, fuck yeah.
Yes. Yeah, because look at my eyeballs. Hang on. You can definitely tell because I can't open them very, very wide when I'm on the gummies. You know what I mean? You see, my pupils are tiny.
Yeah.
My pupils are.
Yeah.
That's the way you can tell.
Whereas I just look like I'm squinting all the time because I'm always fucking tired.
Right? Oh my god. Too funny.
It was almost like during that couple of weeks I had off, it was like I just started to feel refreshed, like I'd slept enough, and then I go back to work and I'm like, nah, I'm fucked again.
Do you think you're gonna like the new?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm already sort of having doubts about it, so
Yeah.
it's just shit that sort of worked my way up to a particular position I was happy with, and now it's like I'm starting fresh again.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still earning the same money, but I've gone from having seniority and like power and that. Now it's like I'm just like one of the fucking bottom feeders again. Oh well.
But you at least still have your seniority or your tenure or whatever for the time.
Yeah.
You've been there a long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But just because I'm in a different role, it's like I'm gone from knowing everything in the area I was in and being the top dog to all of a sudden learning all these new skills and having people that have only worked at the company for a year telling me what to do. Yeah.
That's hard. Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely, I don't know what, with all that's happened, I've got no respect for the company anymore and I can't see a future with them. So it's just one of those things. That's the only thing that's keeping me living where I am. So, yeah, I'll get to a point where I'm like, as soon as I can move somewhere else, I will, and start looking for other employment.
Yeah.
It would be good to work in the beer industry. That would be awesome. But you need something that's fairly secure. Obviously, the beer industry a couple of years ago was a huge worry.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was one thing about where I'm working now, that I was lucky during the pandemic. I was still working the whole time. But in saying that, a lot of people were earning the same money sitting at home doing nothing. So
yeah.
Oh, pardon me.
Nice.
It would have been good to have that break like a lot of people had.
Yeah.
Worst thing with me with the pandemic is like quite often I was going to work and we were short staffed. So I was having to work twice as hard, nearly the whole pandemic. And we never got any praise, any thanks for it. And like, obviously forced to take the jab that I never wanted. And so like I was sour with that, let alone what's happened now. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh God, I don't know how I would. I mean, I would. I mean, I. That's just maddening, your employer telling you you have to get this or you don't work here anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a group of about one thing I noticed too is most of the people were sort of like your blokey blokes that have got a bit of an opinion and won't back down. It was all the same sort of guys, and there was a couple of girls as well that sort of the more old school sort of stubborn girls.
Mhm.
There was a select group of us that were all totally against the forced jab, and we were doing anything we could to get out of it. And then it got to a point where it was like you either have to get it done or you're going to lose your job. And obviously, because I'm a single bloke, like I had no other option. Like I couldn't just quit and rely on my parents or like have a partner that was in a job that could keep working while I took time off. And
Right.
I've been pissed off about it ever since because like the first time I got the jab, it didn't worry me. There was no dramas. I felt like, it didn't really have an effect on me. But the second jab, I just know that I haven't been right ever since.
Yeah.
I felt like, I know that it hasn't been right ever since. Like
And see, I
you can
was
just
I was
tell.
the
You can just
opposite.
tell with your own body. There's certain things, and I just felt like my blood flow, my blood pressure. Like I've even like developed like swelling in my right foot, like just certain things I can just tell as a result from that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had an adverse reaction to the first one. And
yeah,
then I had to get the second one, and then I didn't get the boosters after that.
yeah. No, I was never getting any of them. So if it come down to it now and you had to get shit, I'd just be like, nah, fuck it. It's not worth it. I'll leave.
Yeah. Just cracked my first beer for the day. All right.
He must have knocked off work. Attaboy. Fuck the job. Yeah, exactly. The jab, sorry. Yeah.
But you're right. I remember, and it wasn't right after I had it because you had to sit there for like 20 minutes to make sure
Yeah.
you weren't allergic or whatever. And I was fine. And then
Yeah.
I went to lunch, and halfway through lunch my face started getting really red,
Yeah.
and I got really tired, like I was falling asleep at the table.
Yeah.
And I went home, and it was like 2 in the afternoon, and I fell asleep, and I didn't wake up until like 5 in the morning the next day. I mean,
Yeah.
and I had chest pain. I swear I thought, and my face was like all really red, and
Yeah.
I thought I was having a heart attack. I was like, this something
Mm.
is not right, and I just talked myself out of it because I thought I was just panicking. But
Yeah.
yeah, I haven't felt right since either.
Yeah. Well, after the second one, I had initial like fucking reaction. I felt chest pain straight away, like really bad chest pain, and I just didn't feel right. It's like I don't know, just knowing my body well enough, like being middle aged and stuff. It was like I could just tell there was something going on with my blood flow, and it just didn't seem the same. And
Yeah, like
I've
your
just
blood is
noticed ever
thicker,
since. Yeah.
like it's
And
thicker.
like one thing
You
you
know?
think about, like, you know how I've had heaps of trouble with like getting real sleepy lately and stuff. I
Mhm.
never used to be like that. Maybe that was around that time where I started, falling asleep real easy and all that sort of shit after I had that jab.
Yeah.
Don't know, but yeah.
I was lucky.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I was in a job or some sort of position where I got away with not having it. So the worst thing is at the time, even if you wanted to go to festivals and shit, you had to have it or else you couldn't get into them.
Yeah.
I remember there was beer festivals at the time, a couple of concerts, and I just think, well, they were all awesome. If I didn't have the jab, I couldn't get into any of them. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, if I could have my time again, obviously I wouldn't have got it done.
I know. And I ended up getting COVID anyway. The same
Yeah.
year that I got the jab. It's like, what the fuck, you know?
Yeah, well, I went to Melbourne around the time when it first started breaking out, and I remember getting really sick, like a real bad flu, and like I was crook as a dog for about 5 days, and then I got over it. But that was sort of before the talk of the pandemic sort of started. So
Yeah.
I feel like that was almost me getting COVID. I was probably one of the earlier ones.
I was going to
Like
say, you
then,
probably had
but then I
COVID.
was fine for the whole time after it. Like never had any drama.
Yeah. I got really sick like that too in November.
Yeah.
And I had the weirdest shit, like pain in my back.
Yeah.
That they had no idea what was wrong with me. They said, I guess it's shingles without the rash. I'm like, shingles without the rash? What are you talking about? You're just making that shit up. But I think I had COVID too, in November. Because they started talking about it like in January. I think it was January or February.
Yeah, I just remember going to Melbourne one weekend, like, because I used to go all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it was when they first started talking about it and the streets started to quieten down and shit. And I remember coming back home from Melbourne and like the next day I was so fucking sick. Like really bad. Yeah. So that's when I reckon I probably had it. But yeah, it was sort of before they started doing like checks and stuff.
Yeah. There aren't any, I don't think I've had a cold, forever. It's like there are
Yeah.
no colds anymore. It's
Yeah.
you've got something fucked up,
Yeah.
that makes you really sick for a long time. Like that stuff that
There
took
are
my voice for 2
There
weeks.
are still colds. They're called COVID, but they just like to call it COVID.
Yeah, right. No,
Yeah, it's like I still think to this day it's the biggest load of crap, but yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you don't even want to talk about it on a forum like this because you end up getting accused of.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
put on your tinfoil
Right.
hat.
Yep. I never talk about my political, religious, any of that shit because I don't.
It's amazing how you're not allowed to have an opinion unless you're like a far left woke person. You can say whatever you want because you're like with the government.
Right. Right, exactly. Yeah, but if you're on the other side, no. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to. I'm not going to do it on here, but remind me later, like off air. I have a picture. I want to show you. It's not me. It's my sister sent me this picture that was from Facebook of my ex-husband.
Yeah.
She said, I saw this disgusting display and I thought you'd be interested. And she sent me this picture.
What? So is it a recent picture of him?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
That's funny.
Oh, it's funny.
Well, since I'm one of his favorite people, I'm sure it'll.
You were number one on the list of hairy guys that like to drink beer on YouTube. That's what he called you guys. Sam Smalley. It was so funny, and I remember giggling, thinking, I got to tell Sammy that his name was said in the where I live in the Denny's. Yeah, I'll just give you a little hint. He was at a protest
Yeah. Okay.
with the woke folk.
Yeah. Oh my god. What were his political views normally?
Woke.
Okay. He's probably got a new lady that's probably like a real lefty or something, and he's
I
gone
think
very far. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I'll just I can't show it on you. It's too embarrassing, but
Yeah, nah. Good call. It's
you'll get
also
a big
a
kick
bit
out of it.
dodgy too. Even though you hate him, you don't really want to put him on a
No, I
public
don't.
display.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah.
But I look at this picture and I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
I was married to that for 22 years.
Yeah. Yeah. That's sort of what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Was the thing in your area?
No, he lives with a new girl up in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Actually, in the state capital of Pennsylvania, and that's where he was. He was on the stairs.
Justin just said, was he at the gay Mardi Gras? See, in Australia, Mardi Gras, yeah, like a gay, like a what is it? LGBT.
LBGTQ.
There's about 6 letters in it now.
Yeah. And
Yeah, well,
there's
anyway,
a
Mardi
question
Gras
mark.
has always been a celebration for them, like here in Australia.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's like so weird because when you guys talk about Mardi Gras in the States, it's so fucking different to what ours is.
Yeah. I mean, we
Yeah.
have, they have Pride Day in June.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's kind of like Mardi Gras, but it's for, that
Yeah.
LGBT community to, celebrate and stuff. But okay, I'm just gonna say it, and then I'll show you later. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, don't say anything that you don't need to on here. Just send it to us. It'd be funny. The Fruit Loop community. I need another drink, I think.
You got any red wine?
Almost need some tunes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know if
I
I've
was
got.
just thinking that.
Yeah, I don't know if I've got any wine. I don't think I do. See, I'm getting to a point too where most of the beers in the fridge now are like review beers.
Oh.
I know I've got
you're
at
low
least
on the VBs.
I've got at least, see, I finished the VBs. I only had a 10-pack in there, and that only lasted like 3 days. Yeah, I would have got a case yesterday, but I was walking. It's like I'm not fucking carrying a case of beer like 3 kilometers.
Yeah.
It's too far. Yeah, so I just got a 10-pack, and even that was half a struggle because I was carrying a bag with other shit in it. Yeah, I know I've got at least 2 or 3 beers there that I can still drink, so that's all right. Maybe we go on yours and you can play some tunes there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
We'll
pull
do that.
yesterday though, and not show up.
Nah, I'm good to go. I don't know what happened yesterday. It was like, I think because you didn't start straight away. I think I
Yeah.
was sort of waiting around for a while, and then I think I ended up getting food, and then it was like I fell asleep or something. But yeah, no, if you start one up now, I'm definitely coming over.
All right.
Just give me enough time to get some more beers and go to the toilet, and yeah.
Okay.
I like that call, the Fruit Loops community. Normally made up of like brain dead moron students that don't have anything else going on in their lives.
Yeah.
Never worked a day in their life. Mum and dad pay for everything. They've never had to struggle.
Yeah.
It's harsh. It's extremely harsh, but I have heard a lot of people say, and it makes a lot of sense. A lot of the it's brutal, and I hope I don't get crucified for it. But you will find in a lot of those like rallies and stuff where they've got so much hatred for like men and like different fucking, I don't know, issues out there. A lot of times the girls in it are extremely ugly, and it's like that's harsh to say that, but it makes sense. It's like they've never got any attention in their life, and they're just taking out their fucking pain and suffering on anyone they can because
Yeah.
they've never been happy.
Yeah, I think that's true about a lot of them.
Yeah.
Of the extreme.
I mean, you just
know.
have to see some of those rallies and know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah. The extreme stuff. Like I have, I have gay friends.
Yeah.
I mean, I did theater for fucking 30 years.
Oh, I'm not really talking about gay, just more like when you see the college students that are just so angry, like feminist types.
Yeah.
They're
Yes.
generally women that are like they've probably never had any attention their whole life, and
Yeah.
they've just got this pure hatred for men. And like half the time,
Yeah.
they've never had any conflict with a guy. A guy's never done anything wrong. They've just never been paid any attention, and they've just got this hatred.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
like
obviously, if someone's been domestically abused or something, I'm all for it, like for them being
Yeah.
angry. But a lot of times that's
But
not the
you
case.
just, yeah, there are some Karens out there who are just like, the guy broke up with them, or they don't get dates or whatever, and they're
Yeah.
just like, oh, I hate men, the men haters.
Cheers,
Yeah.
Joe.
It's like, well, cheers, Joe. But like I have a gay couple friend.
Yeah.
They've been living together for, oh my God, 20, 30, 25 years, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
And
one thing that annoyed me in Australia, we had to do like a vote to you either had to say yes to gay marriage or no. And like they spent millions and millions of dollars on the whole organization of the vote and everything.
Mm-hmm.
The country voted yes, and then hardly any gays got married. It's like, what was the fucking point of this bullshit?
Yeah.
It was just like a waste of taxpayer money, like just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like I know so many gay couples, and like they just got no interest in getting married. They just want to be just a normal couple.
Because they're smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I remember seeing the percentage though, ever since they had that, whatever that vote is, the percentage of people that got married that were gay, it was like very, very low. And it's like, well, what was the point? Like, why did we even go through all this shit?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and the main reason that they did it in the United States was there were couples like my friends who have been together. I mean, they're common law married, and um, if one, would get a terminal illness or be in an accident or something like that, because the other, what they weren't married or what have you, they wouldn't be able to sometimes go back and see the person,
Yeah.
and if there's like a will and stuff like that. So it was mostly, that kind of thing. But
I like I like in Seinfeld when Jerry goes, "The benefit of being in a gay couple is you double your wardrobe."
yes. Awesome.
That's fucking funny. That's so good. I remember, when he said that in the show, I'm like, "Fuck, that's funny." Like, just imagine you and your partner, you're the same size, and all of a sudden you've got all these new clothes to wear.
Right.
But yeah, like I've got two gay cousins. I've had like plenty of gay workmates or
Yeah.
mates over the years, and yeah, like I've just never really thought twice about it. It's just like good on them,
Mhm.
like
Oh yeah. I
love
mean, it's
love
like,
sort of thing. I don't really care.
yeah.
And but yeah, the whole marriage thing, it's like I honestly feel like most of them don't give a fuck about it.
Yeah.
Mm,
Actually, since I've gotten divorced, I don't blame them.
yeah,
I don't.
yeah.
I mean, because it doesn't.
I mean, it's the same with like a male and female, like or whatever. Like if
Mm-hmm.
they want to be together and not get married, like who gives a shit? Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I think marriage. Yeah, a lot of people just like probably these days too, with the whole everything that goes on in the churches and everything's like a fucking revenue raise for anyone. So a lot of people can probably see through the bullshit.
Yeah.
The sort of thing you organise a catering event and say if it's just for like a sporting team, it might cost like $1,500. But then if it's the same exact thing, but it's for a wedding, all of a sudden they jack the prices up and it's like $5,000.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah,
Yeah. I remember it was back in the 80s, whatever. And it was mostly my male friends because females hated me for some reason. But anyway, um, so every guy that was gay, that was a good friend of mine, they would take me out to dinner to tell me. And it was just so funny. And I already knew.
yeah,
We were like best friends. We were besties. Of course I knew. But I
yeah.
was like, "Oh, okay." They're like, "Well, we wanted to take you to the airport in for dinner." "Oh, sure, okay." And I was, let them sit there and they're like, "Well, I have something to tell you." I'm
One
gay.
thing I always like, it can be annoying. There are some like say like gay dudes that might have a chip on their shoulder because they might have been made fun of when they were younger.
Yeah.
And they just assume that every blokey bloke out there thinks the same thing about them, and they've got
Right.
this hatred for just normal guys like me. But
Yeah.
I do love the fact if that's the case, you sort of break that mentality, and they're like, "Oh shit!" Like Smalley actually doesn't give a fuck what I'm doing, and like that's when it's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's the way I've always
I've
been.
got that a few times with people where they've just assumed that I'm gonna dislike what
Yeah.
they're doing, and it's like, nah, it's
Right.
not the case at all.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So Justin has said he didn't have a
Yeah.
reception when he got
Exactly.
married just because of the cat.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's
And
why I'm all for like natural, like just having a wedding on the beach and like
yeah.
keeping it as cash as possible. And
Yes.
yeah, it's good when you hear of people having weddings and they just have a couple of close mates and family and they don't go all out and have like fucking 600 people. And
I wished I would have done it that way. Well, I wished
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done it at all. Wait a minute. Let me rephrase that. Yeah, but I'd always get a good dinner out of it, and that was my joke with my gay friends. It's like
Mm.
a couple years down the road, I'd be like, you took me for that great filet mignon dinner. I said, I already knew you were gay.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's just like, people are people. Love who you love. I mean,
Yeah. I must admit, like one of my cousins, it was probably obvious from early days that he was, but he got married and had kids and didn't come out till he was like nearly 40. And that, I found that like, I don't know, sort of it's in a way selfish because his poor wife, he's broken up with her. She's at that stage now where it's hard for her to trust another guy and be with someone else. The kids are already sort of grown up. Like, yeah, that's when it's a bit tough. Like I felt,
oh yeah.
yeah, I felt sort of sorry, especially for the wife. Like him and her are still close, but you can just tell it's like fucked her life.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
and like we'd still have family events and Christmas and all that sort of shit. And she'd still be welcomed with open arms. Like everyone got around her and that even when they broke up. So
Aw.
like it was cool how we still included her in everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just always felt really bad. I'm like, how fucked is that? Like you've married a guy and you're so in love with him and you've had kids to him and everything, and then he just leaves you because he decides that he's
Yeah.
not straight. Like, yeah.
That is sad.
Mm.
'Cause they're probably from like my generation, because I know back in
Yeah, yeah,
was
yeah. Well, he would have been. He's a cousin of mine, but he's a similar age to my mum because my mum was the youngest out of all the kids, and
Mhm.
his mum is the oldest. So she had him when her younger sister was only just born, sort of
Oh,
thing.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's sort of different back then because they had so many kids. Like mum's
Mm.
like the youngest of like 8.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's got like nieces and nephews that are like not far off her age and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Keith, yeah.
Because,
At least in today's world though, there's more acceptance and like I honestly think most people just don't give a shit.
yeah.
I
Oh,
don't need the watch hours. I'm already way over the you know how you need 4,000 and I think you need 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers to be fully monetized. Obviously, the channel's only new, so I don't have 1,000 subscribers, but the watch hours I've done pretty easily.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't hurt to have more, obviously, but yeah, that's the beauty of going live every time I do a review. And then yeah, doing hangouts like this, obviously you get people watching and
Yeah. Yeah, on my I've got the watch hours. I just don't have the subs on that
yeah.
on my little
See,
shitty
it's
channel.
most other people. If they've been like, there's a lot of people out there that have been doing YouTube for yonks, and they've got like enough subscribers, but their watch hours are way down. Like, yeah, where it's sort of the other way around for us.
Well, I don't know why I'm typing it. Yeah, I agree with you, Keith. Labels suck. I mean, fuck it. We're all fucking human beings. That's it.
Yeah, exactly, Justin. Like one thing I don't agree with is the whole like in Australia, they're trying to like they've gone too far. They're having like story time with drag queens and stuff like that. I'm not a fan of that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
When it comes to kids, just let kids be kids. They don't have to worry
Yeah.
about all that sort of shit.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think the kids should be, taught about any kind of
There shouldn't be any
sexuality.
talk of that sort of stuff.
Yeah, just let them be
Yeah.
kids for fuck's sake, It's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah, that's a massive issue in Australia at the moment. Is they're trying to talk about gender and like doesn't matter what clothes you wear and all that sort of stuff with kids, and they're fucking like 5 years old. It's like just let kids be kids. Like it's just it's definitely just trying to cause divide, I think. So they can keep so they can keep taking cash off us and raising our beer prices.
Well, I wonder if I should use StreamYard or Restream. Because I
It's
still
an
want
A-stream.
my free 20 hours for StreamYard.
Go StreamYard's easier to use, isn't it?
Yeah, but I forget sometimes.
Yeah.
I do forget. Oh, thank
Just
you,
don't do
Stuart.
what I do because I normally use Mozilla Firefox, and for some reason, if you go on StreamYard on Mozilla and start a stream, you can't then add Spotify as a thing. It won't let you do it.
There's like
there's like
a firewall or something that it won't.
Yeah, I have to do it on a different what do you call them? Is it a search engine or I don't know what you call like Firefox, Edge, Yahoo, all those different whatever they are.
Yeah, they're search engines.
Yeah.
The Google. Well, here, let me make I'm just sitting here on my ass and.
Yeah, well, start your thing up whenever you can, and I'll come on.
Sounds good.
I just want to try and find some because I'm keen to have a few more beers. I just hope I've got I want to have at least 3 or 4 more drinks. So.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm not tired at all. So.
Yeah, like I'm not. It's 5:40 here. At some stage, I'm going to have dinner, but I'm not really hungry for a while.
Okay.
I just want to kick on for a bit.
Well, I'll make the link and I'll stick it in the private chat.
Yeah.
What should I name it?
I
hate having to come up with titles.
Yeah, it's something I like because I just have stupid stuff. Like today's is a quote from Billy Madison.
I know. And I love the damn
today, Junior.
Well, I'll probably use I'll use Jessica Rabbit, so
yeah.
I'll just do a quote from her.
Jessica Rabbit has to be one of the hottest cartoony characters out there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she is.
I can't remember what stream we're on, but we're talking about like movie characters and people that like I don't know where it was. Might have been Craig, maybe. We're talking about like movie characters anyway that we thought were hot as when we were younger. And yeah, the one that came to mind for me was The Mask, Cameron Diaz. It's like, wow. She was fucking amazing in that movie.
Oh yeah. I loved her. In did you ever see Best Friend's Wedding? With her and Julia Roberts and
I don't know. Maybe not.
Oh, she was so cute in that, Cameron Diaz.
Yeah.
Her name was Kimmy.
Like, I remember the early days of Friends. I had a huge crush on Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah, yeah.
Beep.
Okay, I'm almost ready.
Yeah, if that's the case, I'll wrap this one up and then gives me time to go to the loo and get some drinks. And
You want me to just send you the link in Instagram?
I will
Or
actually, yeah, post it on here in the chat if you want, and then people can.
oh, okay.
I mean, people know where to go anyway. The ones that are here know your channel.
It's 2:43 a.m. here. You want me to make it for 3? Will that give you time to go to the loo? And
I'll make it for 10-2
oh, okay, all
or
right.
5-2, whatever you reckon. I'll only need like 5-10 minutes.
Okay.
Beep.
Oh God, I know. All right, create live stream. Come on. Enter studio. We're gonna have a Halloween background, unfortunately. Sorry. Okay, here's the link.
Ew.
Paste. And then I'll get the other link and put it in the regular chat.
Yeah. So I've already brought it up, so it's good to go.
Share. Copy.
Beep.
God, it's driving me crazy. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here. Paste. There we go. Look at that.
Cool. So yeah, we're gonna head off, peeps. We'll be over on Angie's channel. Is it just being Angie?
Yep.
Yeah. So Angie's got a couple of different channels, but that's sort of a hangout one. So yeah, thanks to everyone that's popped in. Whether you've been on the panel or in the chat, whatever. It's been another pretty decent stream actually. It started off really quietly and then yeah, all of a sudden people just come out of
Started
nowhere.
picking up.
Yeah, I'll probably be around tomorrow night, probably maybe around this time or a few hours after this to do like another review because I work mornings this week. So we'll see you all soon. Cheers.